Jamie's ready to start. Yay. All right, let me just write some stuff down here and then we'll get going. Okay, so everyone can hear me. We already went through that because I've been talking forever. Alfredo, I'll go over that. Please ask that at the end and I will teach you how to do that. How do you get over the fear of the cold calling stuff? Everyone can hear me. We went through that. Everyone can see the screen, right? Yes. Type 1 in the box, yes in the box, whatever, if you can see the screen. Dean, this is going to be the best call you've ever been on in your life. I promise you that. Okay, Reggie Hartman can see me, so I guess everybody else can. All right, perfect. Okay, so thanks for coming early. You guys saw the screen for the last half hour. Awesome. So what we're going to be talking about tonight is how to build a $10,000 per month business in under 30 days by giving away a free service that you don't have to sell or provide. Tell you a little story. I am making pretty good money in the internet marketing business, launching products, doing webinars, doing, JV partnerships and all this stuff. And somebody comes up to me, person who has sent me idea after idea after idea after idea for probably 3 or 4 years. He could tell you the story better than I can, but he sent me idea after idea after idea after idea, over and over and over again, never gave up. When he showed me this, I stopped dead in my tracks. And I knew the second sometimes in life, there are things in life where you just see it and you know. The second you see it, you know. And when he showed me this, it was the most amazing thing I've ever seen. And I've seen a lot. So that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. How to build a business, $10,000 per month minimum in under 30 days by giving away a free service that you don't even have to sell or provide to anyone. Part 2 of the training, I'm going to show you exactly how I can close Alfredo's question, the cold call, right? How I can close 80% of the prospects that I speak to on the very first call. This one tactic alone is responsible for well over 7 figures in sales just in the past 12 months alone. Results are not typical, obviously, and I'm going to be allowing you guys to open up your microphones and challenge me on this. So be ready. Be ready. Because I'm going to call on some of you and I'm going to ask you at the end, I'm going to say, who thinks this is possible? Can I close 80% of the people? Some of you are going to say no. I'm going to say, okay, when I'm done, I want you to hit me with any objection that you have. And I guarantee you that I'll overcome it. So be ready. Quick question before we get started. When providing services to businesses, there is only one result that they are after. What do you think it is? Type it in the chat box. By the way, I cannot see what you write. So type it in the chat box and then I'm just going to give you the answer. The answer is money. That's it. Okay, that's all they care about. So if you're an SEO person, if you're a rep management person, if you're whatever the hell you do, building websites, designing things, going on Tinder, whatever you do, the business owner does not care. If you go in and talk about SEO to a boatyard mechanic, he does not care what you're talking about. He's like, dude, I need broken boats. That's what I need. You bring me broken boats, you're going to bring me more money. That's all I care about. Okay, so we have to always focus on the end result when we're talking about anything to do with local offline businesses. Now, if I were to show you a way that you don't have to provide a month for everyone that's signed up, how many would you give away? Type the answer in the chat box. I'm going to ask the question again, and I am going to look, because I can stop the presentation and look at what you write, and I am going to do that this time. If I showed you a way where you can give away a free service, 100% free service, doesn't cost a dime, right? You didn't have to provide it, and every time somebody signed up for it, you got paid $97 a month. Every business in the world can use it. How many would you give away? I want you to type your answer in the chat box. This time I'm going to look. So type your answer in the chat box, and I am going to take a look here and see. 35 to, you'd give away 35, 20 a week, James says, 5 a day, 100 a month, as many as I can, nonstop. Okay, those are better. 25, my gosh. Now let's back to this here. See that? Every time I go to look at the thing, I get screwed up on my slides. Okay, so my promise to you within the next hour, those are good answers, by the way. The 20 got me a little depressed, but the 35 got me a little depressed too. But if you can do 20 a week, that's pretty good. Within the next hour or so, you're going to know exactly how to get a minimum of 10 new free service, quote unquote, clients per week that pay you $97 per month without having to personally sell anything to anyone or provide any services whatsoever. Your only job is to give them a free service that every business in the world needs. They don't want it, they need it. And that's the key. They all need it, and you have it. You don't have to provide it. You don't have to sell it. All you have to do is give it away for free. And once you do that, they sign up. You get paid $97 a month, pretty much forever. If you stay till the end, I'm going to give you the exact sales process that I use to sell and provide high-ticket services for over $10,000 per month. It's more than a $2,000 value, but whatever. What is the free service method? I'm going to break it down for you. First of all, it's based on results instead of time. I built a consulting company in 2007, and I closed it, or I actually flipped it over into another company called LeadLoop.net, which is a Facebook ad agency. But I flipped it over into something else. And basically what I was doing at that time was I was doing the traditional consulting. So I would close a deal, and then I would set up a time to meet with them, and I would build sales funnels for them, and I would spend a lot of time, talking to them and all that other boring stuff. What we do here is based on a result instead. So what that means is I don't talk to anybody. I don't do anything for anybody. I don't meet with anybody. I don't travel anywhere. I don't have to wear a suit. I'm in an Islander hoodie and sweatpants. Like, I don't do any of that stuff anymore. All I do is provide the result that the business owner wants, which is what? We said it on the second slide. More money. Okay? That's all I care about. That's all I focus on. When I'm talking to these people, I'm always talking about money. Number two, it creates instant time freedom. Why? Because you don't have to provide it and you don't have to sell it. All you have to do is give away a free thing. And it takes like 20 minutes a day to do it. Now, obviously, if you want to go crazy with it and you want to do 7, 8, 10 a day, whatever, you can go crazy with it. But if you just want to create an income for yourself, 10, 15, 20 grand a month, live life, do your thing, whatever, creates instant time freedom the second you start it. Number three, builds an asset that grows in value over time. Very important. We don't want to build businesses the Dave Ramsey way. Because Dave walks out to his mailbox, gets smacked by a bus, Dave is over. Whole company goes crumbling to the ground because he can't go from church to church pitching his financial peace stuff, right? So we have to build the business. Personal branding stuff is great, but we have to build the business that's separate from ourselves, primarily focused on monthly recurring revenue. Because when we go to sell the business, that's what investors pay for. They don't pay for the one-off stuff. They pay for monthly recurring revenue. Because if I look at a company and I say, hey, you got 1,000 people that pay you $50 a month, I know I'm getting 50 grand a month right from the start without even doing anything, right? So it creates an asset that grows in value as you give away more free trials over and over and over again. Creates instant cash flow. The second you start, the money starts coming in. The second you start, the clients start signing up. The second you start, it starts to pay you back. Every business you walk into should be that way. Okay, within reason. If you got to wait a month or two or whatever, that's fine. But within reason, you shouldn't have to wait 6 years to see a profit, unless you're Amazon. You're doing something different, right? You're going to the moon, you're building a colony on Mars, all that stuff. But if you're a real everyday average business like we all are, right? We're not going to be Amazon. We're just looking to make money. So if you're an average everyday business like we all are, then it should create instant cash flow for you the second you start off. No matter who you are, what you've done, or what you failed at in the past, I truly believe in my heart that you can do this, and that's why I'm here. Okay, I could have very easily stayed what I was doing, launching products, doing 70, 80, 90 grand a month on Warrior Plus, doing all that. I could have very easily just done that. But the bottom line is that I truly believe that in the next 5 to 10 years, for some of you probably sooner than that, your income is going to go away. And I believe that this is a path out. I believe that all of us need to start thinking about creating income streams that are separate from the traditional 9-to-5 boss-related thing. And I'm not just saying that fire your boss, live on the beach, Ty Lopez, tore my house, not all that crap. But what I'm saying is you have to create an income. You have to be able to create income streams for yourself, because the income streams that we're used to are leaving. And I truly believe that this is a way right here, we're going to learn tonight, this is a way that anybody can do that, no matter what your background is. So that's me there with my 90-year-old aunt. I always wanted to get her in a webinar, and she's in this one twice. So I was never able to do it before, and I just figured I'd put her in there. Usually I have another picture of me in there, but I saw this one on my Google photo thing, so I figured why not. We were at a casino. She loves to gamble, the lady. I don't know. She's on like Social Security, and she gambles like crazy. One of the top sales and negotiation specialists in the world. Started my career at some of the infamous stock firms here on Long Island. If you saw the movie Wolf of Wall Street, I actually worked at that place. I was only there for 5 weeks. And I was 15 years old when I was an intern. They got shut down. Not as dramatic as the movie, though. My boss literally, just his name was Rob. He literally called me up and said, "Hey, don't go to the office tomorrow. We're going to start in a town called Hauppauge, which is on Long Island." He's like, "We're going to start in Hauppauge on Monday, so don't go to the office anymore." I'm like, okay, whatever. And I just started at a new office, and that was it. But I did work there, and I got a lot of sales training from those people, and I stayed with that group of people for a long time. I worked with them all the way through my mortgage days. Negotiated everything from international trade deals to legal settlements and exits. I'm actually negotiating some legal settlements with some clients of mine right now. Started my consulting company here in New York in 2007, flipped that over into leadloop.net in 2015 into 2016, and that's a results-based business. So I took all the clients that I had from my advice-based business and put them into LeadLoop, and I got about 80% of them to come over with me. If any of you, again, follow me on Facebook or Twitter or any of that stuff, you saw my trip probably about 6 months ago, like in November or sometime. Basically what I was doing was I was traveling around, kind of scooping up the last few that were kind of still straggling around wanting to do the advice-based thing. And I lost a couple of them. I'm not going to lie to you. I lost a couple of them, but I managed to keep almost everybody, which was kind of good. Worked with companies such as Hyundai, Subway Restaurants, Geico, and hundreds of thousands, probably over 100,000 medium to small businesses, entrepreneurs, students, people like that, all over the place, whether they're buying, ebooks or video courses or whatever. I've worked with quite a few people over the past 10 years, and it's been a lot of fun for the most part. Worked with some of the biggest internet marketers in the world. Told you before, I worked out of Mike Filsame's office there for a while. He was actually a really good friend of mine. He moved over to California some time ago, and we don't really talk all that much anymore, but we actually met in the car business and, kind of worked in the internet game a little bit together. And the first webinar I ever did was with him as well. Most important thing on this slide, I sell stuff every single day of my life. So when you come to me at 7 o'clock at night and you say, "Kenny, a secretary told me this, what do I do?" I am giving you advice from 10 o'clock that morning, not 12 years ago, like everyone else is, okay? I'm on the phone battling it out with people every day, not because I have to be, because I don't have to be, but because I'm sick in the head and I love it. I really do. If everybody said yes to me, I'd hate my life. Everybody says no to me and I love it because I like to fight. And you guys are going to see that at the end, how I get that process started and how I elegantly fight people and psychologically get them going on the phone so that I can get them to buy stuff. And it's stuff that I've learned years ago. It works in every industry in the world. I've sold coins and stock and mortgages and alarms and everything you can think of, and the process just works. And I'm going to teach you that here tonight, and we're going to practice it at the end, and you guys are going to have the opportunity to challenge me if you want to as well. So after doing this for 10 years now, actually this slide's kind of old, you can add what we're talking about tonight to any business that you currently have, or you can use it to start a new one. So the better way to put that is if you currently have an income stream, whether it's a job or another business or whatever, or you're buying like Bitcoin or whatever, right? Whatever it is, you have an income stream that's coming in. You can use this to add another stream to your life. Or you can say, I want to get rid of something, or I want to start from scratch, or I have nothing. You can use this to start from the ground and go up, okay? Everything I do has to fit both of those categories. The free service method is, in my opinion, the only way to provide offline services today. And the reason why is because before you sell anything to anybody, you have to prove yourself to them. The reason why that is because there's 99% of people out there are providing garbage. So you have to prove yourself to them before they actually do anything with you. And that's been if you got any of you have been here, been following me for a while, that's been my model forever, right? When I started my consulting company, what did I do? Tim, I know you're here. The email deal, right? Reggie's here too. I used to go to a company and I would say, "Hey, you got an email list?" They're like, "Yeah, okay, good. How many people are on it? 10,000 people. Okay, good. How about we get an affiliate offer? I pump it through that email list, put 20 grand in your pocket, and then we'll talk business after that's done." I put 20 grand in their pocket, and then I offer them a $5,000 a month consulting package. They're like, "Yeah, okay." It's easy, right? Because I already proved myself to them. That's exactly what we're doing here. We're not doing the email thing, but we're proving ourselves before they actually pay us. So your job, again, is only to just give away the free thing, and it just happens automatically. And it's amazing. You're going to learn how that's done. tonight on this call. So you can sell it without having to personally sell anything at all. You never, if you don't want to, you never have to talk to anybody at all ever. And I'm going to show you how to get that done live on the call tonight as well. And you're never attached to the business, which is kind of cool. And it creates sellable asset like I was talking about before. So I discovered this the hard way. You guys tonight live on this call get to cheat and steal all the good stuff. And that's what we're going to start here. So the hard way first, so you know what to avoid. You prospect like crazy on the telephone. The sales process could take up to 8 months. You spend 8 to 10 hours a day on calls with clients. I do all of the selling. I do all of the providing. I do all the support as well. I had zero free time. I eventually ran out of room on my calendar. And what you have to understand is that the hard way works. If you hammer the phone all day, it does work, okay? Because I've been doing it my entire life. It does work, and it does put money in your pocket. But the problem is most people are unwilling to do it. The first question, one of the first questions we got tonight is someone saying, can I send bulk email instead of cold calling? What did I say? No, not really, unless you want to just waste your time, because that doesn't work, right? Getting on the phone does. There's other ways to do it too, but the point is the hard way works. But if people are unwilling to do it, there's no reason to actually even bring it up. If you're not willing to do it, then there's nothing I could do to make you do it, right? And I can give you all the scripts and the tools and the tonality and the pace and the structure and all that stuff, but if you're not willing to actually pick up the phone and dial it and talk to someone, there's nothing I could do. The hard way works, but you're attached to your desk 24/7. And the problem is, what if you drop dead? If you're selling it, if you're providing it, if you're closing it, if you're preserving the business, if you're doing all that stuff and you get hit by a bus, what happens? The business is over. So you have to create something, and we're going to be talking about this tonight, that's not attached to you, that's separate from you. And that's what we're going to be focusing on here tonight. So if you want the easy way that doesn't require you to sell anything or provide any services and creates time freedom in the process, type a 1 in the chat box. I'm not going to look, so you guys can cheat. If you don't want to type it, you don't have to. But please, if you want this, let us know. Results are not typical. I have to say this stuff. I hate it. But results are not typical. Whatever. Typical people watch reality TV all day. We're not typical. We're on a webinar at 9 o'clock at night or 8 o'clock at night. You're all weird, just like I am. We want to grow. We want to better ourselves. So the typical people are watching Skating with the Stars or whatever. All right, so the 3 rules. Rule number 1. I can make more money in a day giving away for free results than I can in a month selling anything else. What does that do? Creates financial freedom. Number 1. Okay. Number 1, I can make more money in a day giving away free results than I can in a month selling anything else. Number 2, I don't have to personally be involved in the business at all if I don't want to. That creates time freedom. And number 3, I only need 10 or so leads per week. We were talking about this earlier before we started, right? How many would you do? I only need 10 or so leads per week to make 5 figures per month. And we're going to be doing some math here tonight. Not hard math. It's not crazy because I didn't even graduate high school. So hard math would totally throw me off. It's going to be very easy, very simple. And it's going to show you a path forward. I believe that math, this is going to sound really dumb. I believe that math is the path forward, because if you know the math behind the deal, you can easily get there, right? If I know I have to contact 20 people to close one deal that's going to pay me $1,000 and I want to make $10,000 a day, I got to call 200 people. It's easy, right? But if I don't know the math, I can't do that. So we're going to do a little bit of math to show you what the path is to wherever you want to go. So rule number 1, I can make more money in a day giving away free results than I can selling anything else. That creates financial freedom. Squeeze ant number 2, the picture number 2 of the ant in there. Got to do it, right? That's our first Islander game. She's 90 years old. First time she ever went to an Islander game, and that's us in our suite there at the Barclays Center. I don't understand why every time you go to an Islander game, they have in the Barclays Center, which is where the Islanders play for now. They're not going to play there much more, but they have a TV. So I'm up there, and like the game is going on, and I watch it on the television. I don't even like watching it when it's on the ice. I just sit there and watch it on television. You can see it better. You hear the announcers. Like, to me, it's crazy. And then when they score a goal, we run up there and go crazy and throw stuff. But my aunt was there with us the first time. This was about a month or so ago. And we're going to bring her to a couple more games this season. That's us going to L.A., flying across the country. And that's me and my daughter and wherever we were staying. I forget where it was, near Universal Studios somewhere. So the target, giving away free results. Okay, financial freedom. If you have financial freedom, you could take your 90-year-old aunt who could barely walk to hockey games. That's the whole point. If you have financial freedom, you can take your 9-year-old daughter who begs you and bothers you and annoys the crap out of you to go to California every single day. You can take her and just say, stop talking to me, we're going, right? You could do that. But if you're broke, you can't. So that's the point. The target. The question I have for you is if you're looking at these two businesses, I want you to imagine something for a second. You're driving in a place you don't know, or you're driving around town, or whatever it may be, and you look up on your phone, you're like, you know what? I want Chinese food. So what do? You go on your Google Maps, you look at your phone, Chinese food, boom, hit the button. You see these two. You see Wild Rice and you see King Chefs. The answer, what I want you to answer is which one of these do you go to? Just look at it, type it in the box. Which one of these would you go to? Would you go to Wild Rice or would you go to King Chefs? I think the answer is pretty obvious. Wild Rice has 4.7 stars, 55 of them, and King Chefs has 21 stars, 21 reviews, 3 of them. Right now, I wouldn't go to either because Chinese food is disgusting. But the point is, most people would go to the Wild Rice side, right? It's pretty obvious. Bright Local did a survey in 2017. 97% of customers read online reviews for local businesses in 2017, with 12% looking for local businesses online every day. 85% of customers trust online reviews as much as personal recommendations. Why do you think Amazon is so successful? It's not because Bezos is like flying around in spaceships all day. It's because they have a system in place that tells me what's good and what sucks. Walmart on the shelf doesn't. There's nothing underneath it. If I walk into a Walmart and I'm looking at dish soap or whatever, right? There's nothing that says, ooh, you know, this one here, 3.5, this one here, 4.2, this one here, 1, and then everyone underneath it saying, on the 1 saying, sucked, it was bad, it stunk. That doesn't happen in Walmart at the store, right? So I would rather go on Amazon, wait the 2 days for my Prime thing to come in the mail because I know that I'm getting something good. People trust online reviews as much as personal recommendations. That's amazing. And that's game-changing for local businesses. Game-changing, okay? Positive reviews make up 73% of customers trust, make 73% of customers trust a local business more. So that means that if you have the choice between Wild Rice and King Chef, which one are you going to go to? Well, Bright Local is telling you that 85% of people are going to go to the one with the better review, right? Next, what if I was able to bring you from the left side to the right side for free? You know that 85% of people trust online reviews just as much as personal recommendations. Business owner, right? You're reading it right in front of me, right? Yes. Okay, good. So what if I was able to bring the 3.1 crappy review that you have now to a 4.5 great review on the right-hand side, and I was able to do it without charging you a dime? Now, say no. You can't. What's the objection? Cost too much money? I'm not charging anything, dude. Got to talk to my partner about what? I work with somebody else. So what? They're not doing their job, obviously. I don't need it. You're wrong. 85% of people trust online reviews as much as personal recommendations. I'm sorry, but you're wrong. You do. And even if you think you don't need it, it doesn't cost you anything anyway, so why not roll the dice, give it a shot, right? Say no. You can't. And that's why this is the most beautiful business opportunity and business model that I've ever seen in my life, because they literally cannot say no to you. And here's the key. When you go from 3.1 to 4.5, they never leave. And I'm going to show you a process in a couple minutes here where we have 6,000 customers. 6,000 customers, not one of them canceled. Not one. And I'm going to show you that here in a second. So when you bring them from the 3.1 to the 4.5, they don't and can't leave, meaning they pay you forever. Okay? It just makes sense for everyone. All right? So now, most important thing, it's real reviews from real customers. We're not hiring people from India to type away all day. We're not doing it on Fiverr. We're not doing any of that stuff. It's real reviews from real customers inside of their store. So again, the business owner cannot say no to the offer. It's impossible. And if you want to say no to me at the end of this, remember this slide, raise your hand, I'll unmute your microphone, and you can challenge me on it, and I will beat you. I'm not being mean. I will, because there's no way you could say no and get away with it. I will convince you to say yes. It's just that simple. So rule number one, the old way, you sell a $3,000 consulting package. The sales process lasts months, 10 hours of setup and constant optimization. I lived this life for 10 years straight. 2 hours per month of advice time, and the max you could sell is around 5 without going completely insane or hiring people. I had half of India working for me. I had like 50 people over in Punjabi, India, working for me at one time, and that's not half of India, but it's a lot of people. And each one of them had their own client, right? I had 42 clients, I had 42 outsources, and I had a manager and some graphic people. So each one of them had their own client. I had to hire people to manage the people that I was selling because I didn't have the time to do any of it, and it was a freaking nightmare. It was crazy. The new way, $97 a month result, that's a recurring payment. So is the $3,000 though, to be fair. That's paid monthly as well. But the $97 result up front, that's a recurring payment. Sales process, minutes, right? Because check this out, ready? See this process right here? I just showed you how to sell it. Target is King Chef. I walk into King Chef. Hey, let me ask you a question. If you're driving down the road, you see Wild Rice, you see your restaurant, which one do you choose? Honestly. If you choose the food poisoning 3.0 star, then fine, you could say it. But which one would you choose, honestly? Which one would you send your kids to? Let me ask you that, right? Then I say the bright light, local stuff. Then I say, if I could bring you from the 3.1 that you are now to the 4.5 that you will be in 30 days after you start working with me, and I don't charge anything, would you do it? What are they going to say? They can't say no. It's impossible, okay? So I just taught you how to sell the entire deal in like 2 seconds. So the sales process lasts literally minutes. Setup time is 0, and it lasts forever. 0 hours of advice time. I can sell as much as I want. 80% of the people should buy from you if you are terrible. 80% of the people should buy from you. Really, I think everyone should buy from you. If it's a qualified product, if they want, need, desire something, if they can afford it, and if they have the ability to make a decision, they should buy from you every single time. Now, let's go through that really quickly, right? If someone has a 3-star review and the guy above them has a 5-star review, do they need it? Of course. They may not want it, but they need it. Right? If it's free, can they afford it? Of course. So if you're talking to an owner of a business, if you're talking to a decision maker, they should buy from you. There's no question about it. And if they don't, it's your fault. It's not theirs. Okay? So 80% should, quote unquote, buy from you. I think it should be more like 100, but it is what it is. The assets grow over time as well because that recurring revenue builds up over time, right? And again, we're going to break down all that math later on in the training tonight. Everyone has the same fear that nobody will buy a product or service from you for $3,000. You don't have the experience, you don't know enough, you can't sell it, whatever, and you're probably right. You're probably right. Now, most people would say, oh, everyone had that fear. I had that fear when I started too, and eventually you get over it and you start off with a $500 thing, you move up to $1,000, you move up to $1,500. No, I think they're wrong. You're right. If you went out and started a $3,000 consulting package right now, you wouldn't be able to close a deal to save your life because you're probably not good enough at it. I mean, you're just not, right? But here's the thing. If you provided just the result, everyone would buy it. Because here's the result. Ready? If you have a $3,000 consulting thing and you could show them that you can bring back $9,000 in revenue, you'll sell that deal all day long. But if you have a $3,000 consulting package and you're showing them, I'm going to rank you number 1 on Google, I'm going to put you on Facebook, I'm going to do the reviews for you, I'm going to do the Yelp for you, I'm going to do videos, I'm going to do press releases, and on and on and on, you're never going to close that deal. Ever. Because you're not showing them the result that they want, which is money. Okay? So everyone will buy the result, but people rarely buy the product or the service itself. They buy the product or service because they believe the result's going to come from the product or service. But what they really want is the result. Rule number 2, I don't have to personally be involved in the business at all if I don't want to, which creates time freedom for myself. That's my mother doing yoga on a plane, which is weird. The greatest part of that picture, though, you can't really see it in here. There's a guy all the way. See the guy in the gray shirt with the thing on his arm? There's a guy next to him looking at my mother, and he's like, what the hell is this lady doing? And then next to that, I was waiting for Don, but he was late, and I don't know what was going on. That guy's crazy, man. Like, if I'm in the old Oval Office, you got to be, I got things going on. You know what I mean? That's actually the Reagan Library in California. If you ever get a chance, if you ever go to California, if you're ever in the LA area, you got to head up to the Reagan Library. Whether you like the guy or not, doesn't matter. My daughter's middle name's Reagan, so I guess you know where I'm coming from. But it's the most amazing place I've ever been to in my life. It's absolutely beautiful, breathtaking views. It's amazing. And that's where that picture was taken. That's actually a replica of his Oval Office when he was president. So that was just a cool picture I threw in there. This here is my daughter with the Santa Monica Police. We are huge fans of the police here in this household. I'm wearing my Thin Blue Line bracelet right now. And that's a part of when I was going to visit my clients. I was in South Carolina in one of my stops. And I'm a fisherman, as most of you know. And I brought some fishing stuff with me. And I went to this one spot, and there was a sign there that said deadly currents, can't go in the water. And I thought it was funny because I fish in Montauk. It's the most deadly place in the world to go fishing, right? I'm on rocks at 2 a.m. by myself in a wetsuit with spikes on my feet, fishing in shark water. You know what I mean? And these guys won't let me wade in their water. They're charging me $1,000 to wade. It's ridiculous. I don't sell. I sell all the time because I love to do it. I love the fight. It's not because I have to. It's because I love the argument. It's something I've been doing my whole entire life, and I just love to do it. I love the debate. I love the resistance. I thrive on rejection. I like it. If it's too easy, it gets uncomfortable for me because I think something's not right. I like when people say no to me over and over and over again, and I have to fight with them to do it. I like the battle mode, which is what I call it. You should never have to be on the phone selling stuff in your business. If you have to be, you have a problem. I don't have to be. I want to be. I can leave and stop doing that whenever I want. It doesn't matter, right? I have lead generators all over the place that are generating leads for me all day long. I don't need to be on the phone calling people. And to be honest with you, most of the time, I'm not even calling my own stuff. I'm calling other people's stuff. I'm selling alarm systems. I'm selling chemicals. I'm selling coins. I sold betting advice one time. It was the craziest thing in the world. Those people are like drug addicts. It was great. But I don't have to be on the phone if I don't want to. I do it because I like to do it. If I'm making money, that's my favorite thing in the world to do. Be on the phone and not sell deals. Be on the phone and have someone give me a hard time. Hey, this is Kenny from XYZ Marketing Company. Shut up, get a new job. I love that. That's what gets me going. So that fight is what I live for. So if you have to be on the phone, you have a big problem. And let's face it, you should be building your business and you're probably not good enough at it anyway, right? Let's just be real about it. Let's just be honest about it. You're probably not good at it anyway. So why would you focus on it? When there's people out there like me, I'm not saying that I would do this for you, by the way, just as a disclaimer. But there's people out there that know how to sell stuff already that would, if you paid them a commission on the deal, they'd sell for you, right? There's people all over the place that would do that. So if you're not good enough at it and you're willing to admit that, why not just hire the people that are already good at it and pay them a commission on the deal to sell it for you? It just makes sense, right? Why would you focus on something that you, number one, aren't good at, number two, you hate? Doesn't make any sense. So you shouldn't have to be on the phone if you don't want to, or you're not, because you're probably not good at it. You should be focusing on building your business anyway. And if you are on the phone because you have to be on the phone, or knocking on doors, or sending emails, or visiting people, or whatever, you become the business, and then the business has no exit strategy. And that's a big problem because you always, even if you're the type of person that's like, hey, I'm going to be here forever. I want to give it to my kids. I want to, whatever. Listen, you never know what's going to happen. Right? Your kid could be like, I don't want that thing, man. I'm going to medical school. Your kid could go into the military. Whatever happens, right? You don't know. You have to have the exit strategy. And if you don't, you have a big problem. Outsourcers never cost us money. Well, I'm talking about salespeople, right? If I'm hiring somebody, no matter what they do, they're a salesperson. I don't care what they do. I told you before about the people I have in Punjabi, India. I seriously downsized that over the past 6 months or so. But back when I had 42 people or like 48 people at the height of my business, every single one of those people were trained murderers when it comes to selling people. They were like killers on the telephone. That's what they were. They were just highly trained salespeople. And every day they would talk to people on the telephone. They weren't cold calling people for me and all that stuff, but they were talking to clients. And every time they talked to clients, it was answering a question, trying to upsell them something. Answering another question, pushing them on something else. Answering another question, trying to get them on something else. That's what they did. And those people were trained to bring in more money. And I paid them when they closed the deal. And they stayed with me because they made a ton of money. And the people that worked for me were, I don't want to say they were the richest people in their area, but they were doing pretty well, right? The average person, $20, $30 an hour when you count commission, that's pretty good in India, right? So the outsourcers never cost us money. Everybody in the business is always connected to revenue, meaning that no matter what they do, I don't care if it's the person sitting at the front desk of the place, answering the phones and welcoming people into the store, that person must be connected to revenue. It must be measurable. Write that down. It must be measurable, meaning if you go to someone in your business and you say, I'm paying you $3,000 a month, and you can't answer the second part of that question, you need to fire that person. The second part of that question is, how much are you bringing in, right? I'm paying you $3,000, you're bringing in 6, you got a job for another month. I'm paying you $3,000, you're bringing in 1,500, have a nice day, right? That's business, that's how it works. So everybody has to be connected to measurable revenue, and you need to look at that every day, and everybody has to be expertly trained. So the experiment that always fails, bring in a lot of leads, hire great salespeople do their thing, zero sales come in. Why does that happen? The reason why that happens is because most people are trained on the product as opposed to the process. That's something you might want to write down too. Most people are trained on the product as opposed to the process. I know a woman named Sandra. She's a good friend of mine. This lady is a killer in the car showroom. An absolute, she destroys everybody. I mean, this woman runs around a car showroom and she does like 50, 60 cars a month. The lady is insane. You put her in a mortgage office, she wouldn't be able to close the door. You put her in a stock room, she wouldn't be able to shut a deal down to save her life. She is a car salesperson, period. And we all know people like this, right? A real estate agent who can only sell houses. Put them in a coin room, they can't sell a coin. You put them in an alarm room, they can't sell alarms. You put them in a stock room, they can't sell. They're a real estate agent. Now me, I can sell houses tomorrow if I wanted to. I could sell cars tomorrow if I wanted to. I could sell mortgages tomorrow if I wanted to. I could sell coins. I could sell alarms because it's all the same. The product doesn't matter. It's all about the process, okay? So the reason why this happens is because people hire great salespeople that are product-based salespeople as opposed to process-based salespeople. So we must hire great people and build them into salespeople. Okay, that's like the key. You have to understand that. If you're looking for time freedom in a business, you have to understand the key to creating great salespeople is to hire great people and build them into the salespeople that you want. When I worked in the stock business, we used to hire people from Walmart, Target, Subway restaurant, McDonald's, places like that. I find someone at lunch, they're friendly at a pizza place, whatever. I'm like, dude, you're making $7 an hour. Come with me. I'm telling you right now, come with me. In a month, you're going to forget this pizza place even existed. Not all of them did, but some of them did, and those people that did and stuck with it, they made millions of dollars. Okay, so we have to find great people and build them into great salespeople. Rule number 3, you only need about 10 or so leads per week to build a 5-figure per month business. We're going to do a little math here, but I don't want to freak you guys out because the math is really easy. But before we do that, I just want to go over the process of the free service method. So number 1, we got to pick a target. We're going to give them the service for free. You provide nothing. Okay, that's the key. You have to understand that. With this model, you don't provide a thing. As a matter of fact, if you're going to do this, I suggest that you promise yourself that you never would provide anything because you'll probably screw it up, to be honest with you. You provide nothing. Number 3, you let the service sell for you. Okay, listen. Remember the slide before, right? We're at 3.1. We want to get to 4.5. If I give them that at 3.1 and they end at 4.5, what happens? I don't sell the deal. I say, look, dude, you're at 3.1, you're at 4.5. I don't know what we're talking about here, right? What I did worked, period. So I let the service do the selling for me. And we'll go through all the how to get the deals done. We'll go through all that stuff. So don't worry about that right now. We'll go through that as we go through the training tonight. But just understand the service is going to do the selling. It's kind of like my email deal, what I was talking about before, right? I put 20 grand in your pocket. Dude, when I ask you for 5, you're not going to complain. You're just going to sign. I don't even have to ask, right? Barely. You always got to ask, but I barely have to ask, okay? So if you prove yourself first, the service is all selling for you. You never have to ask for any money. Then you just take the money. That's it. So let's do quick math, okay? Don't get afraid of this. I always get afraid when I hear the word math, especially when I look at 5th and 6th and 7th grade math books. Then I really get freaked out. All right, so let's do some math. Here we go. Ready? Watch this. This is my prospecting calculator. Everyone in my company is required to do this every single day of their lives. So let's say you want to make $10,000 a month, okay? You have a $97 per month product. Now follow me with this. This is not difficult. You're all going to get a copy of this, by the way. Follow me with this. It's not difficult. $97 per month. Let's just say, we said 80% before, but we're going to go real conservative. 50% of the people you talk to take the free thing from you. It's a free thing. Dude, here, take it. It's like the crackers in church. Like, hey, just take one, right? It's the same thing. 50% of people say yes to you, okay? Number two, 50% of those people end up buying something down the line for $97 a month, okay? So you did your job, service work, $97 a month, 50% of those people end up buying from you. If you want to make $10,000 per month, listen carefully here. You have to talk to 21 people for 1 month of your life. Not 21 people a day, not 21 people forever, not 21 people every single month forever. You have to talk to 21 people once for 30 days. 21 people every day for 30 days. That's it, and you're done forever, and you make 10 grand a month for the rest of your life. That's amazing. That is absolutely mind-blowing. Okay, now here's the crazy part about it. Because you're building monthly recurring revenue into your company, here's what happens. Let's say month 2, you're really ambitious. You shut Netflix off for 2 months in a row and you say, you know what? I did 21 people a day and I brought in 10 grand. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to do 21 again next month every day. And guess what happens? Now you're at $20,000 a month, and you do 21 again the next month, and now you're at 30, and you do 21 again the next month, and before you know it, 6 months later, what are you at? $60,000 a month. 8 months later, what are you at? $80,000 a month. How much is that? Just under $1 million a year. Not bad for 8 months worth of work. When all you're doing is giving away free stuff and talking to 21 people every single day. And those are with bad conversion numbers. 80% is where you should be. And remember, 6,000 customers, they never lost one. So we're saying they're losing every other one here. We're saying they're losing every other one is going out the door. 6,000, they never lost any. But we're saying they're losing every other one. Okay? And we're also saying that if you walk up to a business, you say, hey, listen, you got 3.1 stars. Everyone's passing you up, man. Because the guy above you has 5. I could take you from 3.1 to 5 for free. We're saying that half of those people are saying no. The numbers are crazy, but let's say they are crazy. Let's say they're really, really terrible, right? Still, 21 people a day, worst case scenario, brings you in $10,000 a month. It could be through email, could be on telephone, could be people you know, could be on Facebook Messenger. However you want to do it, you touch 21 business owners every single day, and I'll give you the emails and the phone scripts and all the scripts you need to do it. Everyone in here knows that. I can give you all the stuff to do it. That's not a problem. You touch 21 people a day, it's $10,000 a month. You do that every month for 1 year, you're making $120,000 a month at the end of the first year. Simple math, guys. It's not that hard. Simple math. Okay? This is why we need to know our targets, because now it's realistic. Now it's realistic. It's not just, oh, I want to make 10 grand a month, so let me buy some Ripple and let me just go off and go on Tinder and swipe all over the place and meet someone at a Starbucks. No, we know exactly what we have to do. What do we got to do? We got to talk to 21 people. That's it. That's why in my business, you have to do this every day. And that's why my business is successful. Next, we go to our daily goal sheet. What does this mean? The only job for you today is to talk to 21 people. It's not to post on Twitter. It's not to watch the wine guy in his stupid hat and his hoodie and talk about like, hey, I'm going to buy the jet someday. No, talk to 21 business owners. Be a real business person. Get out there and shake someone's hand. Talk to 21 people and you're done. Say yes, say no, say maybe, whatever. It doesn't matter. Talk to 21 people and you're done. The numbers will work out. Not going to be exactly 10,000, but maybe 9,900, maybe 11,000, maybe 9,500. It's going to be close. Okay? And then we adjust our percentages based off of real numbers and real data when we get it. So the math makes sense, and it's absolutely mind-blowing when it starts to compound on itself. And that's really the true beauty of what we have here. When you start to look at the compounding effect of it, where you talk to 21 people for 30 days of your life, you create a $10,000 a month income, and then God forbid you do that again next month. Now you're at $240,000 a year, and God forbid you do it 3 months in a row. Don't kill yourself. Let's say you work for 3 months in a row. God bless you, right? Now we're making 30 grand a month, and then you go month 4 and on and on. It compounds on itself, and after a while, you're really making a really, really good income for yourself. And that's why I'm so passionate about this project, because the numbers behind it are absolutely crazy. Money always replenishes itself. Write that down. You have to understand that for both yourself and your clients as well. No matter what you do, if you live in the United States of America, I'm telling you right now, I'll be honest with you, I would change this if I could. But if you live in the United States of America, there is nothing in your life that you can do to stop money from coming to you. It's impossible. You can't do it. The government is begging to give you as much as they possibly can. So no matter where you are in life, what you have in a bank account, what you have coming in every single week, money is always coming in, no matter what you do. I don't care. You could be out of a job. You could be up against the wall with your mortgage, whatever it is, money is always coming to you. If you live here, right? If they're the one person on here is from Somalia, I don't know what's going on. You're probably in a war right now, right? Listening to me while you're shooting your AK-47 or whatever. But if you live in the United States, money is always coming in. You live in Canada, same thing. The UK, same thing. It's always coming to you. There's nothing that you can do to stop it. So that's not my aunt, by the way. The hair is kind of similar, but my aunt's got that tight, like, looks like a Brillo pad. She has a little nice straight hair. I think we can agree that the time we spent was worth it, right? I mean, what we learned here today, we're not done. We got part 2 still coming up in a second, which we're going to talk about how to close all the people on the telephone and in person and stuff. We obviously can't cover everything in an hour-long webinar. So what we did was we put together a special offer so that you can get everything that you need to know. But before we talk about that, don't fall back on old habits. This is a business model that just flat out works. You saw the numbers, you saw the math, you saw the process, you see the common sense. 3.1, 4.5. Do it for free. Why not? Right? I tried it before. It doesn't work. Okay, fine. It doesn't cost anything. Try it again. Right? Let me ask you this. The computer you have on your desk, is that the first one you ever bought? No. What happened to the last one? It got slow and it broke. Was that a good experience or a bad one? It was a bad one, but you knew it was that you needed the computer to do your business, right? Yeah. So what did you do? You didn't dwell on the past. You bought a new one. I'm asking you to apply the same logic here. I understand you tried it in the past and it sucked, but you know you need the reviews to generate business. I just showed you the statistics. You need it, right? So maybe you had a bad experience. I'm asking you to apply the same logic you did to your computer right now. Give it a shot. Roll a dice. See what happens. The process works every single time because they need it. And they have, it's just, there's no way around it. And once they have it, 6,000 customers, 0 lost, 0 canceled, they keep it forever. Okay. So don't fall back on old habits. You're going to get emails about the YouTube wizardry program and all that other crazy crap that everyone puts out. You're going to get emails about that. Don't fall back on old habits. Focus on building a real stable company with real stable people, clients paying you every single month. So what you're going to get, number 1, 6 weeks of intensive training with myself, just going to be me and you this time, man. Me and you. There's going to be other people in the group, but it's just going to be me doing the training, which is kind of fun. And we're going to have a lot of fun in that training. You know, what I do, I like to do a lot of open mic stuff. I love when people come on and say, yeah, you know, I tried to get in the door with this guy and he slammed the door on my face. And he said this, I like the battle. And I like to role play a lot. I also like to do like live cold calling on webinars and stuff like that when I'm doing training. So have a lot of fun during those 6 weeks. You're going to get the Quick Start series. Client in 24 hours is what I called it. The bare bones basic stuff to get you started. Okay, now bare bones basic stuff with me is a script for the telephone that goes into tonality, pace, and structure. So you can get people to say yes to you like that. I don't care who you call, when you call them, what you call, it doesn't matter. Any industry in the world, the scripts that I give you, I'll give you 2 of them. The scripts that I give you just in that one training program alone is worth more than anything you're ever going to see in your life because that's going to get you clients in the door, just that one script, okay? I'm going to teach you how to do it with people that you already know. So if you go to a barber, you go to a pizza place, you go to a restaurant, you know the people that work there. I'm going to teach you how to sell this deal in a non-threatening, non-pushy way where you say, hey, listen, man, I was looking at your Google reviews. It looks like I have a little trouble there. Well, yeah, you know, people say a lot of crappy things online. Nah, I get it. I get it. Hey, you know what? I have some connections in that area. So I might be able to actually get it done for you on a trial basis. Might not even cost you anything. So if I could pull that off, would you be willing to give it a try? You say that to 10 people that you know, guaranteed 5 of them will say yes to you. Guaranteed. Works every time. Okay. So I'm going to give you that inside of that one training program as well. That's like just one part of it. That's not part of the 6 weeks. That's something extra. And a whole bunch of other stuff as well. Next, you're going to get hiring and training salespeople. If you don't want to give away the free trials, God forbid I ask you to do one thing and give away free trials, something for free that businesses desperately need. You don't want to even do that. I'm going to teach you how to train and hire salespeople that are going to be expert salespeople. How? Because I'm going to give you the training and they're going to be trained on my stuff. I'm going to allow you to hire people. I'm going to teach you how to hire them. I'm going to allow you to hire them and then say, here's step 1 of your program, your training program when you're working with me. Watch this guy's videos and put them right in my stuff and let them get trained by me. Okay, so I'm going to train all your salespeople. I'm going to teach you how to hire them, give you the ads, tell them where to, and I'm going to show you where to post it. And I'm also going to give you a script for those people that I use in all my call center training. I train call centers all over the United States. I'm going to give you that script so that they can get right on the phone and start not even sending you leads, sending you free trials for Google review stuff. So you literally have to take it from them and that's it. You're done. You don't have to do anything else. Okay, I'm going to have that whole process worked out for you, and I'm going to train all the people myself for you through my videos. I'm not going to train them one-on-one. I'll train them through my videos for you. Total value $4,488. I'm going to play a short video for you here. This is one of our people that started doing this with us. His name is Scott. This dude is awesome.
Hello,
I think you guys can hear that.
Scott Powell.
Right?
I have a little story I'd like to tell you. My girlfriend decided one day she'd like to get a massage, so she and I got in the trusty truck and went by one of the larger massage chain places, and had a great experience. When I left, I decided to take a look at what their Google review ratings look like, and it was a 2.9, and we had a 5 experience. And trust me, guys, you get a lot of brownie points taking your girlfriend to get a massage. Really recommend that. So we decided to go by. I called the owner up, asked if we could come by and talk about helping them with their Google reviews. Well, it turns out there was a group of them together, 15, in a marketing co-op together. And we went over and talked to them. And on the way, I decided, or before when I was preparing, I decided to talk to Kenny Cannon, the person I admire and respect a great deal. And I said, well, how should I present this? And he said, just get 2 pieces of paper, one that showed a great company with a 4.5-star rating and one that had a 1.2. And so when we went in to talk to the massage people, I just laid those pieces of paper on the table and said, which ones would you use? They're on the 30-day trial. In 30 years of selling, it's about the easiest thing I've ever done. I would highly recommend be teachable. If you will follow what Kenny says to do, I see no way that anybody can fail. Take care. Have a great afternoon. Bye.
All right, so I hope you guys heard that. I think you did. I don't know. Webinar Jam's kind of clunky every once in a while, but sent his girlfriend, brought his girlfriend out for a massage, walked out with 15 deals. That's basically what happened. And what he did was he used the process that I was talking about before, which is, which one would you choose, right? It's a very common way of selling things. Which one would you choose, A or B, right? Obviously, I'm going to show you the path from, you're obviously on A, and I'm going to show you the path to B. That's the whole point. And the point is you're going to choose B, and I know that already, right? So which one would you choose? And when they say, obviously, I would choose the one that has the better reviews, you say, okay, I can get you there for free. Let's start up when you want to start today or tomorrow or whatever. And it just works every single time. He went in for a massage with his girlfriend, walked out with 15 deals. So now my slides won't move. Okay, perfect. So who does this work for? Entrepreneurs and business owners. If you're currently in business, remember, this is not something that just needs to be done if you're starting up, right? This is an income stream. And we want a lot of streams flowing. A lot of streams flowing. One of the guys I love to death is Grant Cardone. I know a lot of you know who I am. I make fun of him a lot. That's just because I'm friends with him and I like him. And he's one of my mentors. He teaches me a lot of stuff, mainly in the real estate and investing part of my life. But anyway, one of the things he always talks about is you don't want one stream. You want a lot of them. You want as many as you possibly can get. You don't want to buy one apartment complex. I'm not a real estate guy, but you don't want to buy one. You want to buy 20 of them, because if one dies, then you have 19 others. You don't buy a single family home. You buy a 10-unit place, because if you buy a single family home and it goes vacant, you're screwed, right? So you want multiple flows of income. If you're already a business owner, add this to what you're currently doing. Number 2, if you sell digital information products, you can add this, and I'm going to talk about more about this in a second, okay? You can add this to any information product that you currently sell, and I'm going to teach you how to do that here in a couple minutes. I'll mention it again when I get to it. If you're an offline marketer, obviously, right? If you offer any kind of offline services, SEO, rent management, whatever, like Twitter ads, or like whatever the hell you guys are doing these days, I don't even know. I don't pay attention because I sell my stuff. But whatever the offline thing is going on now, the hot thing of the day or whatever, if you offer anything in the offline space, you have to offer this because this is what your clients want. This is what they need. They have to have it. They don't have a choice. Okay? You're out there selling SEO. You're selling SEO to people who have 2-star reviews. You're doing Facebook ads. I run a Facebook ad agency. Most of my clients have shitty reviews. But that's a problem because my ads, they look at me and they say, no one's coming. And I'm like, I don't know why no one's coming. My ads are good. It's converting. Like the opt-ins are good. And then I look at their Google reviews and they're like 3. I'm like, well, that's why, right? If you're an offline marketer, maybe you don't shut your company down and just do this 100% of the time, but you have to offer it as a service. You have to. Because if you're going to do paid ads for anybody, you're going to do SEO for someone, you're going to redesign their website, you're going to design a logo for them or a graphic or whatever, and they have bad reviews, none of your stuff is going to work, and they're going to look at you and say, well, you're screwing it up. You're not doing anything right. Nothing's coming in. But the real reason why nothing's coming in is because the reviews are terrible. So if you can fix that first and then do everything else later on, that's when things really get crazy. And you can use the Google review as a foot in the door to sell other stuff later on, which is kind of cool. If you currently sell anything, okay, if you're anyone who sells anything or you're trying to sell anything, and by the way, just so you guys know, this is every living human being on earth, okay? I was going to put every living human being on earth, but that was a little crazy. So I just put if you currently sell anything. If you are a salesperson, which is literally everybody, then you can use this. Why? Forget about the Google review thing for a second, okay? I am going to teach you how to become one of the best sales and influencers on the planet. You're going to get the best sales training available today when you get involved in this, okay? Period. End of story. You're going to be able to close deals like a machine. You're going to be able to prospect whenever you want. And, I hate to brag, and that usually is a precursor to me bragging, but I believe I'm the best salesperson alive. I really do. And then maybe that's cockiness, maybe it's confidence, I don't know, maybe it's a mixture of both. But I believe that I am. And for those of you who are lucky enough to get involved in this tonight, you're going to hear me on the telephone. You're going to hear me in deals live. Okay, I'm going to show you that stuff because I think that's what you need to do to actually learn. And you're going to actually be able to experience and see why I say that. It's not just because I'm talking, right? I actually back it up and I actually do it. So when we get into the training program, you're going to actually listen to me live on live webinars. So you're like, hey, let's, it's 9 o'clock. Let's call Hawaii because they're still up, right? Or whatever. And we'll just randomly call people and just pitch them. And you'll see why I say that. So every person is a salesperson. Everybody. My mom's a teacher. She's a saleswoman, right? Because she's selling her kids to get them to do what they got to do. It's not just a monetary transaction. My father's a police officer. So what does he do? Freeze, drop your gun. Let's influence now. So he actually puts it down so I don't got to put 2 in the guy's chest, right? Everybody is a salesman and an influencer. Every single person. You got to put your kids to bed and they're not listening to you. Influence them. Sell them on the idea. Right? It's not always a monetary transaction. You want the girl of your dreams, the guy of your dreams, whatever your preference is, sell them on the idea. Influence them. Why should they be with you? Convince them to do it. I'm going to teach you how to do all of that inside of this program. And again, use it to sell the Google stuff. But if you don't want to do that, you want to do something else, that's fine too, because you're going to learn, again, process-based selling as opposed to product-based selling. Now, we're going to focus on the Google reviews, but you can use it for anything you want. Okay, so we had 2 choices. We can go as cheap as possible and try to sell us on volume. That would be dumb. That never works. Or we can go option 2, which requires a little bit more of investment, but it gives you all the resources that you need that virtually guarantee your success. So you're probably thinking right now, I can't provide any services, and you said I didn't have to, right? I never really said anything about how to actually do this, but I said you didn't have to do anything, right? I said you have to provide the services. That's not your deal. You don't have to ever do anything with that. But I never really talked about how to get it done, right? You provide a Google review thing and well, what do? You just go in and just tell you free trial and leave? No, you can't do that. That's stupid. So what's the catch? What happens? Well, like I said before, I recently joined forces with a company that has over 6,000 Google review customers, and they've never lost one of them. Now, I got to be honest with you. I think I said this before. When I was in my consulting business, I was like, yeah, man, I have 40. Some of you heard me say this. I have 42 clients. I charge 10 grand a month, whatever. And I lost 2 deals in the past 10 years. I thought I was like badass, right? These guys have 6,000 customers. They never had one person cancel. I'm like, what are you guys doing? What are you drugging them all up? What are you like? What's going on, right? Something's got to be going on. They're just providing a great service. So I recently partnered with these people, and bonus number 1, we fulfill the deal for you. So all you have to do literally is say, take this for free. You come back to your house, fill out a little form that we give you, and you're done. That's all you got to do. We do the Google reviews for you. And again, it's by a company that has 6,000 customers and they've never had one cancel. Now you realize why before when we were doing the math, I said the 50% number is a little crazy. It's insane because these people have 6,000 people and not one of them has ever canceled. So 50% is like a little, maybe you lose 1 or 2, but 50% is crazy. Now, every one of the people stay. They've proven that over 6,000 of them. And those people are going to be fulfilling the deal for you. That's at least a $2,000 value. And that's limited to the first 10 people, by the way. I can't give that to everybody because I worked out a special deal with them. So it's only 10 people that I can do it with. So limited to the first 10 people. And you're probably saying to yourself, that's awesome, but I can't sell anything, which I think is a little bit of BS because all of us are natural born salespeople. I'm not going to get into that whole debate. If you want to do that during the Q&A, we can. But every person alive today is a natural born salesperson. I believe that you can sell. I believe that you have a problem transitioning from your personal life to a business life, and that's a different discussion. But you're probably thinking to yourself, I can't sell. I'm afraid to sell. I don't want to sell, whatever. Well, I taught you how to sell it before, right? This is how you do it. And you heard Scott's testimonial about how he walked in with 2. That's exactly what I told him. I said, dude, you want to close that massage parlor? This is what you do. You walk in with 1 sheet of paper that shows a crappy review. You walk in with another sheet of paper that shows a great review. I said, hey, massage lady, which one would you go to? When she says the one with the good review, say, well, yours is 3. I can get you to 5. Let's do the deal. Right? Now, I don't remember what he said in his video, and so I can't really comment. I think he charged them right up front. He might have gave them a free trial. I don't really know, to be honest with you. But either way, it doesn't really matter. He sold the deal using what I taught you in the beginning of this presentation, okay? But regardless, bonus number 2, we close every deal for you. Every deal that comes in, not only are we going to fulfill it, but we're going to close the deal and get them to pay you no matter what. Okay, that's what's going to happen. So literally, again, your job is to say yes to what we have to offer tonight, number 1. And number 2, give away free trials. That's it. Now listen, I've sold stock, mortgages, cars, bonds, mutual funds, everything you can think of, right? Consulting for $10,500 a month, everything you can think of. I can teach you how to give away free trials. I promise. It's not that hard, right? I can teach you how to do it. It's not that big of a deal. I can teach you how to do 10 a day, 20 a day, 30 a day, 40 a day, however many you want to do, however hard you want to work, however many hours you want to put in. If I could sell a stock that no one's ever heard of before when I'm 20 years old, 15 years later, I could teach you how to give away a free trial. It's not that big of a deal, right? I've been doing it my whole entire life. So all you have to do is give away the free trial. We fulfill the deal for you. 6,000 clients, never lost one of them. And not only that, my people are going to come in and close the deal for you after that free trial is over so that they pay you what you deserve to be paid. That's at least a $2,000 value, limited again to the first 10 people. So bottom line, your job literally is to say yes, give away free trials, which I am going to teach you how to do better than anyone on the spinning ball that we're on, and collect the money. So again, what you're getting, 6 weeks of intensive training, $2,000 value. Clients in 24 hours, quick start series, $400, $500 value. Hiring and training your salespeople by me. I'm going to do that for you. $1,000 value. Call center script, $1,000 value. Bonus. We fulfill the deals for you. It's done for you. This is as done for you as it gets, period. Okay? And listen, I'm going to be very blunt and honest with you. Okay? The online stuff, I don't know. I'm a salesman. That's what I do. Okay? This stuff is my deal. I know this stuff better than anybody. I don't care who it is. I love Luther Landro to death. He might even be on here. I love the guy to death. He lives 10 minutes from me. I'm the best at what I do, period. Okay? So the online stuff, I don't know. But when it comes to the offline stuff, when I say done for you, this is done for you. This is going to be fulfilled by the best people in the industry. 6,000 clients, never lost one. It's going to be closed by the best salespeople around, my people. Okay, so bonus right there. We're going to fulfill everything for you, $2,000 value. Next, we close the deals for you, $2,000 value. Total value, $8,482. If all this did was get you 10 free trials that turned into $97 a month paying customers, would it be worth it? Would it be worth it if all it did, answer the question in the chat box, yes or no. If all it did was get you 10 that paid you $970 a month for the rest of your life, 6,000 clients, never lost one. If all it did was get you 10 people that paid you $970 a month total, would it be worth it? If all this did was smack you on the face and keep you on track, you're all looking at the emails every day. You're all looking on Warrior Plus every day. You're all looking on ClickBank every day. You're getting the Ripple and the Bitcoin and the Ethereum. You're getting all that stuff, right? Facebook, type info if you want to do the stupid thing with me. You're all looking at that stuff. Stay on track. Focus on basic business principles. Prospect, pitch, close, provide, preserve. That's it. That's all we do. Period. Okay, I'm prospecting 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Who can buy my thing? Who wants what I'm selling? Who has the money that I need? And I go out and I hunt all day long. Okay, so if all this did was smack you in the face to keep you on that track, would it be worth it? If all it did was get you away from the job you're currently working, whether you like it or not, if it provided the time freedom for you to be able to do whatever you want to do, would it be worth it? If you were able to I take my daughter to school 3 days a week, right? Because I'm home. I don't have to worry about it. I pick her up at 3:30, right? Someone called me today and they needed something at like 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm like, dude, if you need me, I could break away for a little while because I have time freedom. I could do whatever I want. My girlfriend called me today at 3 and she was like, my daughter was stuck on the bus. I'm like, I'll be there in 15 minutes. I got time freedom. I could do that. If I'm an engineer at Cisco or whatever, well, listen, she's going to have to sit on the bus and suffer and, whatever, maybe get hit by a car or whatever. No, that's not me. I have time freedom because I created something that allows me to do that. So when you call me at 3 o'clock and say, hey, the kid's stuck on the bus, I'm like, I'm there. 10 minutes, I'm there. It's on, right? Whatever. Because I have time freedom. So if you want to walk away from what you're currently doing, whether you like it or not, and create the time freedom that you and your family deserve, this is the program for you. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, if it allowed you to stop being chained to your desk, whether you're already in business for yourself or you're working for a living at a job for a boss, if it allowed you to do what you want when you wanted to do it and still have the money coming in, would it be worth it? Let's say all you did was give away 10 free trials and you quit. That would be worth $970 per month. I'm using the term for life, but you could take that with a grain of salt. I'm just going by what the people that I'm working with tell me. 6,000 clients, they didn't lose one of them. That's pretty much for life for me, right? For a long time, let's say. Would it be worth it to pay us $970 to close and provide for you? And so we create an income for you that's $970 a month. All you got to do is give away free trials. We create an income for you that's worth $970 per month for the rest of your life. That's like one of those scratch-off games, right? You win like $970 a month for life, like one of those things. If we can create that for you, would it be worth paying us $970 one time to do it? Let me put it in a real-world perspective for you so you understand, okay? You're someone who's looking to buy a business. You walk into your local town. There's a pizza place for sale. You walk in and it says, hey, pizza place for sale, right? You walk in, hey, where's the owner? For some reason, you're allowed, you can do that now, but you can't do it when I teach you how to sell the Google review stuff because you're scared to ask for the owner. But now you can do it. So you walk in and you say, hey, where's the owner? I need to talk to him. The owner comes out. He's a big fat guy. He's got sauce all over his shirt. He's like, I'm selling the pizza place. And you're like, yeah, I saw the sign up front. How much you want for it? He's like, $5,000. You're like, okay, great. How much is it making? He's like, $5,000 a month. Do you buy it? If you answer no to that question, leave. Just go. I'm not kidding. If you say no to that, if you don't buy that pizza place, he's selling it for $5. It makes $5 a month. If you don't understand the business principle behind that deal, you have to leave because this ain't right for you. And you got to go back to like, I don't even know, like first grade or whatever. That's just basic, real basic, right? Because here's what happens. After month 1, every month is pure profit. There's no business in the world like that. If you invest in a business, it takes years to get your money back. Sometimes you never do. right? So if you know something is certain, 6,000 clients never lost one. If you know something is certain, you invest in it. Okay? So would it be worth it for you to invest $970 if we were able to create an income for you of $970 per month? Provide it, we close it, we do everything. All you have to do is give away the free trials. Would it be worth $970? So as you can see, the answer is yes, obviously, right? You can see why this is a killer deal at $970, and that's why so many business owners want to work with us. So when we launched this to the general public, you guys are all on my email list. You probably know that because I sent you like 47 emails over the past 2 days. You're all on my email list. When we launched to the general public on Facebook, it's going to be a $2,000 program. Initial public launch, first week of the launch, is going to be $1,000. You are going to get a discount tonight on this call if you buy live on the call, $500 discount for being on the webinar, if you promise to share your case study with me after you apply the model that we show you. So you saw the people here on the video. There's more people on that are coming up here in a little bit, testimonials, stuff like that. If you're willing to be one of those people, then I'm willing to give you a discount. You can get started tonight, kennycannonsuccess.com/discount. And I'm also going to pause this for 1 second, and I'm going to put up a little button. I'm alone tonight, so I got to do the button myself. Isn't that crazy? I hate that. Okay, let me get back to that. That's me and my daughter playing hockey, by the way. I think I told you before, I coach hockey and I play it. That's us on the ice. We went to a game, and listen to this story. If you want to buy the program, kennycannonsuccess.com/discount, there's also a button on the side of the screen. You can click that and get started right away. $497 and then $97 a month, but we give you 60 days for free. So the $97 a month is for us to fulfill and close 10 accounts for you, which equals $970. So $97 turns into $970. The only question you should ask yourself is how many times can I pay $97, right? That's it. How many $97 investments can I make? Because every time I make a $97 investment, I get $970 back per month for life. And we're providing it, we're selling it. All you're doing is giving away the free trial. So again, quick story. Me and my daughter playing hockey. I coach the team, 10-member team, right? Show up to the game, half hour early, 15 minutes early. My assistant coach is there. My daughter's there. His son is there. So like, okay, 15 minutes early, 10 minutes early. Like, we're going to have a little problem today. We got no team, right? So we're looking around the ice, looking around the rink. We don't have an opponent either. There's nobody on the other side either. So we go up to the front desk and we're like, hey, what's going on with the rec league game on rink 2? And they're like, oh, the rec league game was canceled because of the snow. I'm like, they're like, we sent an email out. You're like, yeah, you didn't email the coaches though. You emailed all the kids. You didn't email us. We're the only 2 here. So it was kind of cool because we got open ice, just us 4 for an hour and 15 minutes. So that's a picture of that day when we were out there just by ourselves, which is awesome. So again, $497, one-time investment for the training, $97, and we give you 2 months free of fulfillment and closing, $97 per month thereafter for every once a month for 10 accounts, and every time you do that, it's $970 back to you. All you guys just gave away free trials. That's it. We close the deal for you and we fulfill it. So, got another video for you here real quick. First day, that's why we got 24-hour client. That's why I named it. I named it after this dude. First day, close the deal. Let's listen to him quick.
Hey guys, it's Kevin from Philly. Just wanted to give you a quick shout out with regards to the Done For You program. I was actually chatting with a friend in another local group talking about a Done For You system. Decided to jump in, got my first client on board within the first day, got them set up within 24 hours. It's pretty amazing. I can't wait to see what else comes down the pipe here with the system. But definitely check this out. I can't recommend it enough just to have the work completely fulfilled for me, and the fact that I can just go out and basically give the service away free for 30 days, wow the customer, and then come back and say, look at what we've done. I think we need to continue and just collect checks. So thank you for hooking this up. I look forward to working with you. And again, if you're watching this, definitely give it a try.
First day, deal closed, onboarded in 24 hours, ready to rock and roll. And that dude is a killer. Talked to him personally through text message. Actually, I didn't really speak to him on the phone. I tried and called him, but and he just texted me just now, actually. But that guy's going to go big places, and I'm going to help him get there because he's actually out there doing it, which is all I need to see. If you're one of those people who are out there doing it, I'm going to help you eventually. Right? It may take a while, right? You may have to bring me 10, 15. Ask Scott, the first guy that you saw in video. 10, 15 ideas that he came to me. Oh, it's the greatest idea ever. I'm like, that's kind of dumb, man. Greatest idea ever, kind of dumb. Greatest idea ever, kind of dumb. Greatest idea ever. Whoop, that's it. Let's do it. And you're watching it right now. Okay? So the people that actually get out there and do it, they're going to see results, and this is one of them. So I'm going to help him get wherever he needs to go. And you're going to be one of those people too if you actually get in here and do it. So all of you have disposable income. All of you. Okay? The difference between the 99% and the 1%, the 99% do stupid shit with their money. The 1% don't. That's it. That's what it comes down to. It's not where you were born. It's not what you look like. It's not your bone structure. It's not if you're a man or a woman or you're a Caitlyn Jenner or whatever you are. It's none of that stuff. 99% of people do stupid shit with their money. 1% of people do good stuff. That's just what it comes down to. 99% of people right now are buying Bitcoin like morons. They didn't buy it when it was $100. You didn't do that. You didn't do that. You weren't the guy that put $100 in Bitcoin when it was, 17 years ago. You're not that guy. You can hear that story. You could take the house tour and get all that stuff. You could do all that stuff, but you weren't that guy. You're the guy who's buying it at 16,000 and getting ripped off. Okay? So I'm telling you to take the money that you would do stupid shit with like this and just turn it into $970. Take the $97 and instead of putting it into Ethereum or whatever the hell it's called, put it into something that's going to actually pay you, that's real, that's based on basic business principles. The only question, again, that you should be asking is how many times can I give them $97? That's the only question you should ask. Because what you know for a fact, based on 6,000 customers, that if you give us $97 and you give away free trials like I'm going to teach you how to do, that turns into $970 a month over and over and over and over again. And that is guaranteed. 10xing your money every single time. We also have a double your money back guarantee. We have a money back guarantee too. I don't know why I have two, but I just figured I'd go the extra mile for all of you. We have a double your money back guarantee. Follow along with the training. Give away at least 10 free trials. And if you do not make at least $970 per month in return, we will give you double what you invested in the program. No questions asked. That's how much I believe in what I'm telling you right now. Something I've never offered before that I can remember anyway in my life. Follow along with the training. All I'm going to ask you to do is give away 10 free trials. Let my people fulfill it for you. Let my people close the deal for you. And if you don't make at least $970 per month in return, we will double what you invested in the program. $500, you get $1,000 back. Very simple. There's absolutely no way you can lose. Now, if you go on the Bitcoin thing and you go buy that, you might lose. So don't take that whole thing seriously. But here, there's no way you can lose. The only way you can lose is if you don't do it. Because the worst case scenario is you go out there and you give away 10 free trials and it doesn't work. We give you double what you invested in the program. We also have a traditional, we have this first, and then we'll go into the whole traditional money back guarantee, which I think is the next slide. There it is. This is another email that I got from a customer, 4 clients in 48 hours. Just wanted to report back and let you know that those deals all closed, and I ended up getting another one. I'm now up to 4 clients total in the first 2 days. My goal here is to have 10 by the end of the first week. We'll report back. They never did, I don't think. I don't know when I got that email, but I never got another one from them. Weird. My goal is to have 10 by the end of the first week. We'll report back. Thanks. We have a regular 30-day guarantee as well. If you're unhappy for any reason whatsoever, you can just let us know. We'll give you your money back. Very easy with the whole refund thing. I do ask you to try it, though. I want you to actually do something, and that's more for your benefit than mine. So, don't just go in here and like, oh, I don't like the header color. And I'm just, like, that's stupid. You're just wasting your time. If you're going to do that, don't buy it. If you're going to actually come in here and put effort in, get involved. KennyCannon.com/discount, KennyCannonSuccess.com/discount. Click the button on the side of the screen, get involved and do it. But if you're going to go in there and say, oh, I'm not joining a Facebook group, that's stupid, and then you leave, then that's a waste of time. Don't do that. But yeah, if you're unhappy, just let us know, and you have 30 days to try it out, and there's no risk on your part whatsoever. Money is replaceable, time is not. There's an investment here. Let's be honest, right? I'm going to talk a little bit more about the investment and how you can lower that a little bit in a second. But What you have to understand is that the money that you spend is replaceable, but the time you waste isn't. What I mean by that is, I look back when I was 15 years old, okay? I was a kid. I was sitting in a stock room full of men, and I was cold calling all day, and I ended up dropping out of high school because I did that. Now, I don't regret that at all. It was the greatest decision I ever made because I think school's a waste of time, but I wasn't enjoying myself at all. I didn't have the traditional teenage childhood at all because I was focused on learning everything I needed to learn. Now, I look back at that time and I say to myself, man, if I could spend if I could spend $100,000 and just learn everything and get all of those teenage years back, I would do it in a second, right? Think about the last 10 years of my life. If I could spend $100,000 and learn everything I learned in the last 10 years and just learn it in like a week, I would do that in a second because I get all the time back. I can make the $100,000 again. That's not a problem, but I'll never get this. I'll never be able to see my daughter take her first step ever again, right? I'll never be able to see the first hit at her softball game ever again. I'll never be able to see the first time she stepped foot on that ice at a Matt Martin camp in Eisenhower Park in Long Island, New York, ever again. But I was there because I created the business that I created, and I created the time freedom for myself. And I realized very early on in life that money is replaceable. It's always going to come back to me, but the time and the memories in my life aren't. Once they're gone forever. And you need to start focusing on that as early as you possibly can. I know a lot of you are probably older or whatever, but whatever age you are, the earlier you can focus on this slide, the better off you're going to be. Whether you invest in this program or not, whatever. Just take this slide and keep it with you, because the quicker you realize that money, although I believe it's the most important thing in the world, because without it you can't support your family, even though I believe it's the most important thing, it is replaceable. So the difference again between the 99% and the 1% is the 99%, they're out spending time to make money. The 1% are spending money to create time. That's really what it comes down to. And that's something you should write down. Whether you invest in this program or not, take that with you. 99% of people spend time to make money, and 1% of people spend money to make time. When I talk about outsourcers, why am I talking about outsourcers? Because if I hire someone to do a job for me, that frees up time, right? Why am I talking about investing in anything? Because if I invest money and it works, that money pays me back, which frees up time so I could do other things. I don't have to worry about working, right? Why do I talk about, instead of doing advice-based consulting, focus on the result? Because advice takes time. And I want to be able to coach the hockey games. I want to be able to I do 2 clinics every week on Tuesdays and Thursdays at a local hockey rink. I want to be able to do that at 4 o'clock in the afternoon on a Tuesday and Thursday. I did it today, right? I want to do it every single week. And I want to be able to use that time wisely, because I know that eventually my daughter's going to be 15, 16, 17. She's not going to want to hang out with me anymore, right? She's going to be in college, whatever it is. So I need to take that time now and have those memories and have those experiences now. The money is always going to come back. I can always make it again. And here's one last thing on this slide that I'll tell you. When you learn how to sell, the fear of losing money goes away, because you know you can always make it. If I lose everything that I have tomorrow, I can walk into a car showroom and be up and running $4,000 a week in like a week. Nothing. It's nothing, because I know how to prospect, I know how to bring leads, and I know how to close deals. And in this program, you guys are going to learn that. So if you don't sign up immediately, you probably believe you won't be able to provide the result. That's off the table, because we're doing that for you, right? Or maybe you don't believe that you can get clients. Well, that's off the table too, because we're doing all the selling for you. All you have to do is give away free trials, okay? Now, I sold hundreds of thousands of dollars in stock in one phone call. If you don't think I can give away a free Google review, you're insane. All right, I sold $10,000 per month consulting packages on one phone call to people that didn't know me. If you don't think I can give away a free review package, a free Google review thing, you're crazy. If you don't think I can pass that along and teach you how to do it, you're crazy, because it's relatively easy. All right, it's really not that hard. Even if you're terrible on the telephone, you're terrible in person, you're terrible writing emails, you don't want to do anything, I can still teach you how to do it, and I can still teach you how to bring in enough money where you can leave your job. It's not that difficult to do. All of the quote-unquote hard, and that's not even hard, selling is on us, not you. You're giving stuff away for free, and that's easy to do. Okay, so that's off the table. You might think it's too expensive. The bottom line is, again, money is replaceable, time is not. And you all have disposable income. The difference between the 1% and the 99%, 1% of people spend money to make time, 99% of people spend time to make money. 99% of people do dumb shit with their money and they waste it. They go out and they buy a 60-inch screen TV with their tax refund. Stupid. The second you cut the box open, the thing is worth 50% of what you bought it for. Dumb. They spend 100 grand on a car. Dumb. The second you drive it off the lot, it's worth 50 grand. Stupid. Don't do that. That's the 99% thinking, okay? Spend money to create time in your life. It's not too expensive. It's where you put your money. Everybody here has $497 to invest in this program. Every person. If you didn't, you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be. You would have either left already or you would have unsubscribed from my email list months ago. Every person live on this call right now has the money to invest in this program. It's just a matter of where you're going to put it. Are you going to go out and spend $500 on a concert to go to, or are you going to go out and spend $500 on something that's going to change your life and your family forever? That's a decision that you have to make. The real problem is that you don't stick to anything. That's really what it comes down to. Okay, and because of that, what we're decided to throw in is 6 months of mentoring in my Facebook group. What we do there, brand new group just for you guys. I created it this afternoon. I was going to just put you in my other one, but I wanted to create a brand new group just for you people. Okay, that way we could talk just about getting Google review trials and just about how to close this deal and just about how to prospect this deal and just about how to upsell this deal, how to do everything with this particular deal. I'll help you with other stuff too, but I want to focus mainly on this. I want to create a network of people that are all doing this. So I created a separate group where I'm going to give you 6 months of mentoring with me, and I'm going to do live streams in that group up weekly. I don't know exactly when it's going to be, but I'm probably just going to pop on there when I have free time. And I'm going to give you little tips, little hints, whatever. And sometimes I'm going to be even bring on guests that are going to hit me with objections that I'm going to be able to rebut and overcome. And people that have different experiences than I do and can sell differently than I do and sell different ways than I do. I'm going to bring on people that are experienced in other areas of marketing that are different ways to bring clients in and all that stuff. So you're going to get mentored by 7-figure marketers for 6 months for the first 10 people, by the way, that invest today at kennycandacesuccess.com/discount or clicking on the button on the side. You're going to get mentored by 7-figure marketers for 6 months, and you're going to be in a group of people that all are like-minded people that are all doing the same thing. Okay, you're going to be able to network with them, and you're going to be able to bounce ideas off of each other. And that in and of itself is worth more, much more than the price we're asking for the whole thing. And that's just a bonus, okay? But what if we just made everything free for everybody? Everybody always asks that question. Why don't you make it free? Why don't we, right? Does anybody object to that? Why don't we just do that? That's what I think we should do. So what we're going to do is we're going to do bonus number 4, a level 1 referral program. What does that mean? That's going to be for the first 5 people that join. So if you're one of the first 5 people, you're lucky because you didn't see this yet. I don't know how many bought so far. I know it's quite a few. But if you don't see the bonuses listed on the sales page that you go to when you click the button on the side of the screen, they're gone. If they're still showing up on the screen, they're still there. That's how you know if you're in one of the 5 or one of the 10 or one of the 20 or whatever. But what we're going to do is we're adding a level 1 referral program. Value $997. What does this mean? I'm going to show you very simple math. Ready? If you refer just 2 of your friends or whoever you want, it could even be people that you sell or give away the trials to, right? Let's say you go to a trial thing and you sell a Chinese restaurant. You give them a free trial. You can then turn around and sell them the webinar product that you just saw for $500 by just giving them an affiliate link, right? And say, hey, go watch this video that this guy put together. You may like it. You can go and send them to an affiliate link that we give you. And if you just get 2 people to join the program that you just joined, $1,000 times 50% commission is $500. What happens? $497, you get $500 back. You refer just 2 people. Okay. Now they pay $97 a month after 60 days, right? What happens? That's $194 per month, two people, right? Together, times 50% is $97 a month for you. The program doesn't cost you anything. All you have to do is refer 2 people, and everybody in here knows 2 people that want to make more money. Everybody. Could be your brother, could be your cousin, could be your mom, could be your dad, could be anyone you want. It doesn't matter. And you don't have to stop at 2 either. You could do as much as you want. You can refer everybody. It doesn't matter. You can run ads to it. You can run an email list. You can do whatever you want. It doesn't matter to us. Okay? So all you have to do is refer 2 people, and the program is free for you for life. The $97 a month payment goes away. You're still going to pay it, but you're going to get $97 a month in commission back, right, from the 2 people that you signed up. So all you have to do is refer 2 people, and this program is essentially free for you forever. And it doesn't stop at 2. You can refer as many as you want. You can refer 10, 15, 20, 30, 40. We're going to have a replay of this call, okay, with a little introduction from me. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go direct to camera video, and I'm going to say, hey, thanks for coming, thanks for stopping by watching the video. I know you were referred, by someone that you trust and you like or whatever. I'm going to go about an hour or so. I'm going to give you really good training. You're going to love it. And if you decide to join us here, great. If not, that's cool too. Just let the person know that you stopped by and you watched the video. Thanks for watching. And then I'm going to go right into the webinar. And they're going to see the same thing that you just saw. Okay? If those people buy that product, this product that you're going to be a part of, they join the same Facebook group you do, they get all the same stuff you do. If they do that, you're going to get 50% of the fee, both the upfront fee and the monthly recurring fee. If you do that twice, the program is free for life. So you refer 2 people that you know that want to make money online or offline or wherever, and the program is free for you forever, okay? So testimonial, question about onboard. I have no idea what this is in here. Kenny, I have a question. A new client of mine has 7 locations, and they're wondering if they will each have their own service or will it be under the main business. They don't care either way. They just want to know, and I told them I'd check with you. The deal is done. All forms are submitted. 7 locations, 1 call. 7 locations, 1 call. Free trials, okay? And again, 6,000 clients, they don't leave. They never lost one. So this person in 1 phone call just made, what is it, $97. I think he charges $97 a month. I have no idea. All right, yeah, you guys can still hear me. Sorry about that. My mic went out for a second there. So this guy closed 7 deals on 1 call. I think he charges $97 a month, but I'm not sure. So 97 times 7 is $679. Created $679 in monthly recurring revenue for himself, 1 phone call. 7 locations, 1 try. So what you're getting, one more time, 6 weeks of intensive training, $1,000 value. Hiring and training your salespeople. I'm going to do that for you through my videos. I'm going to teach you how to hire them, and then I'm going to give you training for them so that you can just say, here, watch this guy's videos, do what he does, and that's it. You're out of it. $500 value there. Call center script, $500 value. Step-by-step process that we're going to teach you, $997. We fulfill every deal for you. Done for you. Complete done for you system. We fulfill, we close the deals. That is in total, combined, the 2 of them. A $4,000 value, 6 months of mentoring, $3,000 value. The level 1 referral program, you refer 2 deals, the program is free for you for life. Total value, $10,976. You can go to kennycannonsuccess.com/discount, $497, and then it's $97 after 60 days. After that, we give you a 2-month trial of our closing and providing for 10 accounts, and then it's $97 a month after that. So you get to use our people for 60 days, and after that, it is just $97 a month for every 10 accounts that you have with us, and those 10 accounts are going to pay you $970 back in return. So you click the button on the side, or you can go to kennycannon.com/success. I'm sorry, kennycannonsuccess.com/discount, or you could click the button on the side of the screen and do that. Okay, so I'm going to take a little break, answer some questions, and then we're going to go into part 2, where I'm going to teach you how to close 80% of your prospects. Now, I want you guys here, while we're taking this little break and I'm answering questions, be ready to open your microphone, because if you don't think this is possible, I'm going to call you out on it, okay? Very simple. And you're going to have to tell me, what's going on. Okay, so I'm going to take a look at some of these questions, and then we are going to go into the part 2. So I'm doing this myself, so just bear with me a little bit. How long is the offer open for? I don't know, to be honest with you. Seems like there might be a Warrior Plus problem. Hang on a second. Let me just take a look at that. A couple people saying that. I'm taking a look at that right now, guys. Just hang on 1 second. Warrior Plus should be good to go on my end. If you guys could just check that one more time for those of you who are unable to do it, take a look at that and check it, because it looks like it's all set up on my end correctly. So if you guys could just check that one more time while I answer some of these questions. You go to kennycannonsuccess.com/discount. There should be a button on the side of the screen as well, and you could go and make your purchase there. Warrior Plus is good to go. So if any of you guys are having problems with that, you shouldn't be. Give it a try one more time. It does work. I am in there right now, and there are people making purchases. So it does work. If any of you are having problems with that, just try it again, and it will be there for you this time, I promise. Okay, so let's see if there's any questions in here. Actually, no money, 100K in medical debt, 40K in internet marketing debt. That's your problem, man. Your pitch was good and heard upfront fee on the pitch video yesterday. Well, your problem is that you spent $40,000 on crap and you have no money left. That's an issue. Sorry, I don't know what to tell you. What are we giving away? You're giving away a free trial to a Google review program. Okay, we'll teach you about all of that inside of the thing. But basically, what you have to understand, Paul, is this is what you're going to be doing. Okay, we don't have any payment plans. No, this is what you're going to be doing. You're going to be going to a business, and you can do this through email. I teach you that in the 24-hour quick start thing. You could do it through email. You could do it through chat. You could do it through Facebook Messenger. You could do it on the telephone. You could do however you want to do it. There's a number of different ways you can go about it, but you're going to take 2 sheets of paper with you, or you're going to do it on an email, do an image, right? And you're going to say, here's what your reviews look like. Here's what your competition looks like. We can fix this for free. That's it. The same thing that Scott said in that video. You're going to be doing that over and over and over again. And as you send those free trials to us, we're going to be converting them into paying customers, and you're going to get the $97 a month. It's just that simple. Okay, we don't want you to do anything crazy. We don't want you to make it your own. We just want you to follow the proven system that works. Again, 6,000 customers, none of them canceled. Why change it? Just do what we're going to teach you to do, and it works every single time. All righty. This must be old. Yeah, I dropped out a little bit. Yeah, sorry about that. I lost sound for a little bit. I think my mic, I might have hit the mute button or something. What's the cost of fulfillment? Nothing, Jeff. The cost of fulfillment is nothing. You don't pay anything. It's $97 a month, and after 60 days, the first 60 days doesn't cost you anything. It's $500 to get the training and the first 60 days. After 60 days, it's $97 a month for us to fulfill for you and to sell for you. That's the only cost that you incur at all ever. Okay, that's it. So you don't pay anything to fulfill this at all. Those of you asking if they're real reviews, yes, they are real reviews from real customers at their location. Okay, so the people that are actually buying from them are going to be reviewing their stuff. So they are not fake reviews at all. They are people that actually walk into their establishment and buy from them. Those are the people that are going to be reviewing giving the Google reviews for them. I'm checking out one more thing here. Again, guys, I'm a little bit slow tonight because I'm alone. So bear with me while I get to the questions, and then we're going to get to part 2. So yeah, all you guys, I know it's probably a little bit like I'm a little behind, but whoever was saying the Warrior Plus thing is not working, it is totally working. So and all the bonuses are still available. So if you wanted the bonuses, they're all still there. Okay, you go and you hit the order button, it's still there, everything's working. Just checked it. There's people buying right now. If you want, the bonuses are going to be out pretty soon, especially the 5 ones. So if you want them, the referral program and stuff like that, get in there now. Click the button on the side. Go to kennycannonsuccess.com/discount. Make the purchase. Get involved. We have a 30-day money-back guarantee. We also have a double your money-back guarantee. Send us 10 trials. We don't turn that into a $970 a month income for you. We give you double what you invested in the program. So there's absolutely no excuse whatsoever not to do this. The only risk that you have is not doing it. If I paid full price in a month, will you still fulfill the 10 accounts? Michelle, I don't know. Ask me in a month. I'm not trying to be a jerk. I just don't know. It's a month away. I mean, I don't know. We may still be doing emails to our list. You may not have to pay $19.97 in a month because we maybe still be doing emails to my list or other people's list. It might be, it's not going to be $4.97 because that's for my list. So, I mean, you're on my list, but we're not going to do another webinar for my list, I don't think. So it may be $1,000, but it's probably not going to be $2,000 yet. So hang in there. It's not going to be that much at that time. Alrighty. I've been trying since you put the link on the right. Eric, buddy, love you to death, man. Thanks for trying. The link works. I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm trying my best here. There's some people that are saying it, but I'm in Warrior Plus right now, and I'm watching people buy it right in front of me. So I don't know. Like, I love all of you. I really do. You guys are amazing. But the link works. And the bonuses are still available. So if you're in here and you're interested, get involved now because the bonuses are available, but they will be going away very, very, very shortly. So how much are the customers paying then? $97. That's what they're paying per month. Or you could charge more if you want. Scott brings up a great point. My buddy Scott on the video. He's actually one of the people that are in this deal with me. He's going to be working on the other side. This, and Eric is here as well. StormGuard is a company that he, I believe, works for or worked for. I'm not really too sure, but he went in there and closed that deal pretty quickly. They had 11 reviews in 4 years, and I believe, I don't want to give exacts because I don't know, but it was a couple months. It wasn't a long period of time. They went from 11 to 44 Google reviews using the process that we're teaching you here, the process that we're going to be using to fulfill in like it was a couple months, maybe 3 or 4 months. He's still on here, so he could tell me the exact numbers, but he went and did that pretty quick. You guys can go and Google when this is over, StormGuard results. And you can Google StormGuard and you'll see the actual results from one of his clients. And that was the video that you saw before. Reviews coming from the same IP address used to be an issue. Tony, these are real customers. I can't say that over and over and over again. These are real people. So somebody goes into a Chinese restaurant. They say, I want wonton soup and an egg roll. They say, okay, great. Let's leave a review for this. Let's leave us a review. They're real people that actually walk in. They get an oil change. How was the oil change? You think a 5-star review, 4-star review? I think it was a 5. Okay, good. Leave a review here. They're real customers that are actually really buying from them. These are not fake. They're not from India. They're not from Fiverr. They're real customers that are walking into the store buying from them. How long is a free trial for them? Michelle, that's a great question. And we were talking about this today. The honest answer to that is you can make it however long you would like to make it. Okay, that's what we agreed upon. You can make it as long as you want. So you can have a 7-day trial if you'd like. You can have a 10-day trial if you'd like. You can have a 30-day trial if you'd like. Here's the thing though, Michelle. The longer the trial, the more results you're going to get from them. And I go actually into this deep in the training. So here's the thing. If you have a roofing company, and we're talking about Apex now, so this is probably a bad, or the StormGuard thing, so this is probably a bad example. But if you have a roofing company, okay, they don't get the foot traffic that a pizza place does, okay? A pizza place is going to see 100, 200, 300 people every day. So you could do a 7-day trial. You could do a 3-day trial for a pizza place because they're going to see so many people come through that door that they're going to get the result right away. But if you do, let's say you close a boat company, they sell boats, and it's January in New York. They're not going to see the foot traffic, right? So you're going to want to do a longer period for them so that they actually get results, so they see a result before you ask them for money, okay? Or we ask them for money, actually. So that's kind of that's the goal, all right? So it's really up to you on what you do, but use a little bit of common sense there. And again, I go through that in the training, so don't worry about that too much. Gene, there is no payment plan for this. I'm sorry. Is everything live? The membership area is not. There's a welcome video in there, and the 24-hour, the welcome video explains everything. Watch that video first. But the membership area is not. You guys are telling me all this crazy stuff. Warrior Plus does. I use Warrior Plus like every day. I can make sales funnels that are 30 steps long in an hour. It's not. Warrior Plus is working, and the membership area is working too. Promise. I'm in ClickFunnels every day as well. How often do we get paid? You collect the payment, Manny. We have nothing to do with the payment. I show you inside the training how to set up a PayPal button and how to get the payment. So you collect it. We just close the deal. We're going to send you all that stuff. That has nothing to do with us. We sell the deal. They pay you directly. They don't pay us and we pay you. That's not how it works. They pay you directly. You keep all the money. We have nothing to do with the money. We just close the deal for you. Rita, most VAs are from India and the Philippines. Do Americans get turned off by a non-US accent? Not when they're trained by me, they don't. And that's not necessarily true. Most VAs are not from India and the Philippines. You can hire plenty of VAs in the United States and get great results from them. So yeah, actually, I'm lying about that. That is true that most VAs are from India and the Philippines. You're right about that. But you can hire really good VAs in the United States that are not $100 an hour, and you're going to get fine results. It's not like there's no VAs in the US. You can hire them. I have them. So, we can show you how to do that. But the answer to your second question, do Americans get turned off by non-US accents? Accents are the hardest thing to overcome, but when they're highly trained and they're the right people, it's not that big of an issue. And to be honest with you, if you're going to hire an American at $40 an hour or someone from the Philippines, a Filipino, is that what they're called? I think so. If you're going to hire someone from the Philippines, I'll stick with that, who speaks great English and they're highly trained, I would hire the highly trained person from the Philippines at $10 an hour over the American at $40 an hour. And I bleed red, white, and blue all day long. I mean, when I watch sports at home, I stand for the anthem. Like, I'm that kind of guy, right? But I'm also a business guy. And money is money, right? If I could pay someone $10 an hour to do the same job as a $40 an hour person, I don't care where they live or what they look like. It doesn't matter to me, right? It's all about the money. You close the deal, then pay us. Then what do we pay the ongoing fulfillment? Donald, there is no cost for the fulfillment. It's $97 a month for 10 accounts. That includes us paying you. That includes us closing for you and fulfilling the deal. Okay, that's it. It's $97 a month. You don't have to pay anything else for fulfillment. You take payment from the customer. So we don't have anything to do with you taking payment. Okay, the payment goes directly to you. All right. I need to use 2 cards to pay. Can you assist me with that? Honestly, Eric, I wish I could. I'm alone tonight though, so I really can't help you with that. I don't know how that's even done, to be honest with you. The thing that you could do though is you could try to ask Stripe maybe and see if they can help you. Maybe there's a support desk or something, but I can't because I'm alone tonight. If I had someone else answering questions or whatever, I would totally do it, but I can't. How much after it's night, Paul, and for everybody else, maybe I didn't explain this the right way. This is the first time we're doing this webinar, as you could tell. It's $97 per month for 10 accounts. If you want 20 accounts, let me get my calculator. I know that's depressing, but it is what it is. If you want 20 accounts, it's $194. It's $97 a month for every 10 accounts that you have. You don't have to buy more than 10 accounts until the 10 accounts are closed, right? So if you have 10 accounts that are closed, you're making $970 back. If you need to buy an extra 10, you're making $970 back from the first 10. Does that make sense? Okay, so you're paying for the 10, and then it's, Scott, $970 an account. There you go. That's basically what it is, but we only do it in blocks of 10. So that's what it is, okay? You don't have to, there's no other fees involved at all. What's easier, Facebook ads or cold calling? Cold calling, Rita, no question about it. Gene, that makes sense. Okay, thank you. Donald, gotcha, good. Okay, you guys ready for part 2? We cool now? Everyone's complaining about Warrior Plus. Warrior Plus works. You're not complaining about it anymore, what you were before. All right, so we're good to go to part 2. Is everyone good? Just say yes in the chat box if you're good. Let me know. Donald, hit it. Love it. Okay, so Donald, Michelle, yes. Everyone else, yes. Scott, yes. Okay, good. Part number 2. I'm warning all of you. If you say no to the question I'm about to ask you, there is a chance that I will open up your microphone. Yes, it works in Australia, Matt. And I will force you to prove me wrong. So be careful. Okay. How to close 80% of your prospects. Be careful. You can answer no if you want, but does everybody here think that's possible? Does anyone here think it's not possible to close 80% of the people you speak to? If you think that that's not possible, just say not possible or put a 1 in the chat box. Or if you just want to yell and scream at me, you can put 1 in the chat box too. If you just want to have fun, that's fine too. But if you think it's not possible to close 80% of the people you talk to, put 1 in the chat box now. No one has the courage to do it. Okay, cool. If you guys build up the courage, then that's cool. And maybe all of you think it is possible. I don't know. That's cool too. But now I can't see what you're typing, so that's off the table. Okay, so let's talk about this. How to close 80% of your prospects. You got to really follow me here. This is not hard. And when you understand what I'm talking about, this really, really makes sense. I know right now it's probably, as I move my chair out of the way, it's probably a little confusing and it's probably a little unbelievable. And I get that. And I'm kind of joking when I say, you know, is it possible or whatever. I know a lot of you think it's not possible, and I get that. But when I go through the process, you're going to get it, okay? So how to close 80% of your prospects. Number one, we have to define clearly what a qualified prospect is, okay? What is a qualified prospect? Number one, they have a want, need, and desire for what it is that you're selling, meaning they already know they have to have it, okay? So think about this. You're driving in your car, 5,000 miles since your last oil change, and the oil change light goes on. You need an oil change. You don't have a choice, right? Now, are you going to go to oil change place A, B, C, D, E? That's another story. But you know you need an oil change, right? You wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and your tooth is killing you. You got to go to the dentist. You need to do it. Now, do you go to dentist A, B, or C? That's a different deal. But you need it, and you know you need it, okay? That's part one. Qualified prospect. They already know they need what you're selling. Very important. Write that down. Number two, they have authority to say yes or no right now. Okay, so a 12-year-old boy may want a Ferrari and he may be a multimillionaire, but he can't buy a car, right? Because he doesn't have authority to do it. Okay, a secretary may love your SEO package, but the secretary does not have the authority to buy it from you. She may have the money, right? Maybe she has $1,000 a month to pay you, but she doesn't have the authority to say yes or no for the business. So number one is want, need, desire. Number two is authority. And number three is ability. They have to have the ability to pay you. So we have the 12-year-old multimillionaire who wants the Ferrari. They can't do it because they lack authority, right? We have the 40-year-old broke guy who wants the Ferrari. He can't do it because he doesn't have the ability. We have the 40-year-old multimillionaire who just wants a Jeep Wrangler. He doesn't want a Ferrari, so you're not going to sell him one, right? So he doesn't want, need, or desire what it is that you're selling. A qualified prospect wants it and they know it, or they need it and they know it. They have the ability to pay you, and they have the authority to say yes or no. Now, bringing it back to what we're talking about here with Google reviews, if you're giving it away for free and you show them you have a 3-star review, your closest competitor has a 5-star review, do they need it? Yes. Do they know it? Yes, it's clear. It's right in front of them. The video you saw of Scott saying, I walked into the massage parlor, I showed him the 2 pieces of paper. They knew they needed it right away. There was no resistance. What are they going to say? I don't need it? The guy down the road has a 5-star review. He's massaging the hell out of people, and you're sitting here twiddling your thumbs all day. They know they need it, okay? So if you're giving something away for free, ability is out the window. If it's a Google review thing and you're prospecting the right way, where you're getting people that have 3-star reviews, right? They need it already. So as long as you're talking to a business owner, every single one of them should buy from you. Do you understand how that happens? Okay. They want it, need it, or desire it. In this case, with Google reviews, they need it and they know they need it because you're showing them, they're comparing and contrasting between their competitors and themselves. Okay. They have the ability because it doesn't cost anything. So if it's a business owner and authority is established, every single one of them should buy, because there is no reason in the world that a qualified prospect should not buy from you. And if they don't buy from you, it's your fault, not theirs. Okay? So 3 things you need to know: want, need, desire, ability, and authority. Next, experience and status. I can't tell you how many times people ask me on Facebook, or they just not ask me, they just write on Facebook like, tell me why people buy things. And then like there's like 85,000 comments on like, oh, value, and oh, they like it, and oh, whatever. People buy things for 2 reasons. And this is every single thing in life. If you don't believe me, again, challenge me, open your mic and talk, you can. People buy things for 2 reasons. Either they believe it's going to increase the experience of their life, or they believe it's going to increase their status. Okay? The guy who makes $100,000 as an accountant, drives a Toyota Camry, gets a raise to 125, and goes out and buys a BMW 3 Series, does not do that because the BMW 3 Series brings him to work any better. He does it because it increases his status in his community. It makes his neighbors say, ooh, what is that guy doing, right? That's why he does it. Now, is the BMW a little bit more comfortable to ride? Maybe. But what does that mean? That means it increases his experience when he's driving to work, right? When he walks into the office, people say, oh, you got a new car, man. That's nice. What does that do? It increases his experience and his status, right? Everything we do in life is based on these 2 things. The littlest thing in the world, you walk into a gas station, you say, oh, I'm a little thirsty, I'll buy a Coke, right? Or I buy a Sprite. Why do you do that? Because it's increasing your experience. You're thirsty, you need a drink. You can live thirsty or you can drink something. You buy it because it increases your experience. People buy 60-inch screen TVs right before the Super Bowl, not because they need a 60-inch screen TV, because they're having 10 friends come over and they want when their friends walk in, they want them to say, oh, wow, look at the TV. It increases their status, right? And maybe they see the game a little bit better, which increases their experience, and they have a better time. Everything we do in life is based on these 2 things. And that's the only reason why people buy stuff. It's the only reason. So when you combine all of it and you think about it logically, they already know they need the product or service. You can apply this to anything, right? The Google review thing is what we're talking about, but apply it to anything you want. It doesn't really matter. By the way, guys, bonuses are running out. KennyCountySuccess.com/discount. You click the button on the side. We still have them available, but they are running like extremely low. Now that the thing is working, I don't know what was wrong with Warrior Plus before, but now that it's working, they're going like crazy. So I'm watching it on my phone right now. So if you want all of the bonuses, get in now. Final warning, and I'm not like extending it any longer. Think about it logically. They already know they need the product or service that you're offering. Could be anything. Doesn't matter what it is. Okay. They already know they have the money. They're a decision maker. The product or service makes their life better or easier, which increases their experience in life, right? Their product or service makes them more valuable or feel more valuable, increases their status. Give me a reason why they'd say no. I don't have all night, but I have a little while. And any of you can just chime in and do whatever you want. They already know they need it. They have the money for it. They're a decision maker. The product or service makes their life better. The product or service makes them more valuable or makes them feel more valuable in life. Tell me why they'd say no. The answer is there is no answer. They can't say no. They can't. Now, here's the trick, right? Because this looks all good and this looks all simple and this looks all fun. But the trick is this. The trick is not the first 3. That's easy to do, right? We can find a decision maker. We can make sure they have the money. We can, simple example, right? If you're trying to sell a $3,000 SEO package to a pizza place, you're a moron. They don't have the money for it. You're wasting your time. I don't care I don't care about any WSO that you ever bought in your life that tells you to go do restaurant marketing. It's what you're wasting your time. They don't have the money for it. If you want to sell a $3,000 package to a lawyer, now you're talking. But if you're doing that to a Chinese restaurant, you're an idiot. It's never going to work. Okay? They don't have the money for it. So the first three we can get easily. We know they need something. We know they have the money for it based on the type of business that they are or whatever. And we know we're talking to a decision maker. That's easy. Okay? Where the real skill comes in, and this is why sales is not a numbers game, it's a skill game. It's not a numbers game, so just knock that, forget about all that garbage. The real skill comes in making the prospect believe, not lying to them, but making them believe that the product or service that you offer is going to make their life better and make them feel more valuable. That's where the real psychology of sales comes into play. It's not about finding the right people. That's easy. That's just like data entry crap, right? We could find leads by going through the first three things. But how do you make them believe that this is going to make their life better? How do you do that? How do you show them it's going to increase their status or experience? Well, the way that you do it is you say, you can't sell a car, right? Using a car as an example. You can't sell a car by saying, hey, how you doing? My name is Jim. Welcome to Atlantic Honda. You want the Camry? Okay, cool. $250 a month. Let's go. Right? That's not how you do it. You say, hey, sit down. Let's adjust the seat. What kind of music do you like? Oh, you like country music. Okay, so let's put that on the radio. Let's adjust the mirrors so it looks like you're actually driving it. Let's adjust the steering wheel. You make them feel the thing, right? Why does a good desk manager in the car business always make their car salespeople test drive every single person before they talk numbers? Because they want them to experience it. That's why they do it, right? Why are we telling you to give away a free trial before we actually ask them for money? Because we want to show them that it's going to increase their status and experience. We know the first three. We know that. That's easy, right? But we give them a free trial because we want them to experience it. And if they experience it, what happens? They make more money from it. And what does that do? It increases their status in life. Because now they're saying, hey, I'm making an extra $1,000 a month. I can go out and buy a new car. I'm making an extra $1,000 a month. I can go out and sponsor a Little League team for my business. I can go out and get new aprons for my waiters or whatever. They could do whatever they want because they're making a little bit more money and it makes them feel better about themselves. Make an extra $1,000 a month, I could donate to Wounded Warrior Project. Yay, it makes me feel good because I'm supporting the veterans, which everybody should do. But people do it to make themselves feel better. Most people, not all people, but most people do. So if you can show them how it makes them feel more valuable to society and how it's going to make their life actually better and easier, there's no reason why they should say no to you. Like literally zero. And again, I'm going to check the questions box here in a second because I can't see what you guys are typing while I'm looking at this, but I'll check it in a second. There's literally no way they could say no to you. It's impossible. And I know some of you are typing it in the box, and that's fine, and I'm going to answer that when I get done with this, but the answer is there's no answer because they can't say no, okay? And that's exactly how we close up to 80% of the people that we talk to on the very first contact, okay? It all starts with, where do we find people who need what we have, right? Where do we find people who know they have the money for what we're offering? How do we make sure it's a decision maker that we get on the phone, in person, through an email, through voicemail, through text message, whatever it is? How do we knock off the first three? How do we do that? That's 90% of the game, right? If we have those three knocked out of the park, and for Google reviews, what we're talking about here, that's easy because they don't need money. And they know they need it because they have a 3-star review and their competitor has a 5-star review. They need it. There's no chance. There's no way around it, right? So the first three are out of it. The real game comes in. How do we show them it's going to increase their experience? And how do we show them it's going to increase their status? That's where the real fun comes in. And when you're doing a free trial, you don't need to do any of that because the trial results are going to do it for you. Your job is to find who needs it. Where do I find the 3-star review people? They don't need money because it's a free trial. How do I get in touch with the decision maker? And how do I just give it to them? Let the service do the bottom two. Because when I show them 11 reviews, 3 stars, 30 days later, 50 reviews, 4.5 stars, deal's closed. I don't even have to ask for it. Don't even have to ask for it, okay? Deal is closed. So the hard part is the bottom two. The easy part is the top three. And we're handling the bottom two for you. And that's exactly how we close with the 80% of the people that we talk to on our first client. So maybe you feel like you won't be able to prospect or sell. So what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be doing monthly Q&A sessions. These are actually, that's wrong on the slide, by the way. And I'm going to fix this while we're talking because that is not right. We're not doing monthly Q&A sessions. We are doing weekly Q&A. Now I got to adjust font with you guys on the call with me. This is embarrassing. Let me edit that. Hang on a second, guys. That's going to drive me crazy if I leave it like that, so I got to fix it. We are not doing monthly Q&A sessions. We are doing bi-weekly Q&A sessions. So you're going to be meeting with me, which is going to annoy the crap out of you after about 2 of these probably, but I have a lot of fun. I have a great personality. I'm a fun guy to hang out with. Trust me. Bi-weekly Q&A sessions plus our Facebook group, $997 value. That's for everybody. That's for everybody. So if you're one of the people who want all the bonuses, you got to do this now because I'm looking at my phone on Warrior Plus as this is going through, and you're kind of running out of time really quickly. So if you're on the fence, double your money back guarantee. Plus we have a 30-day straight up money back guarantee. If you have any problems at all, you can just let us know. But we have a double your money back guarantee. Send us 10 trials. If we don't make you back $907 a month with those 10 trials, we'll give you double what you paid for the program. Okay? No reason to say no whatsoever. But for this, everybody who buys tonight live on the call gets this. So you're going to be meeting with me every 2 weeks, and we're going to do things like mic's open, pitch me. Tell me no. The secretary, can't get through the secretary. He said he did it before. Whatever objection you come up with, we fight it out. We're going to do things like live cold calls. I'm going to get on the phone and I'm going to call people and I'm going to pitch them. Maybe not Google reviews every time, but we'll do that a little bit. But I like pitching them fun stuff, right? I like pitching them like rare coins, like crazy stuff that nobody even talks about. Chimney sweeps. Chimney sweeps are amazing. Try selling chimney sweeps in California. It's the best thing in the world. A lot of fun. So we're going to do a lot of crazy stuff like that because I want to show you I want to focus on how to sell the Google review thing because that's what you guys are investing in, right? But I want to show you that it's the process. It's not the product. And if you learn the process, you can do whatever you want. That's why I like when I do these Q&A sessions, I like to say, okay, today we're going to be pitching alarms. And I just cold call people. Today we're going to be pitching rare coins. I don't know if I could actually do that because I don't know if I can get it away with it with the recording. But if I can, I will. But whatever we could sell live on a recording legally, we're going to do it. Okay, we'll do SEO for a week. We'll do whatever. And we won't do that every week because sometimes I always want to role play with you guys. But that's a big portion of those bi-weekly Q&As because I want you guys to hear me in the game. I don't want to just teach you a pitch and just say, oh, this is tonality, this is pace. I want you to hear me when somebody says to me, I tried it before, it didn't work. Boom, how do I react to that? I want you to see how it's just right off the cuff and it's just out there and I just do it. And I want you guys to feel that and I want you guys to get that as well. And the only way to learn that skill is to actually be involved in it. So what you're going to get, again, 6 weeks of intensive training with me, hiring and training your salespeople. I'm going to give you videos and I'm going to teach you how to hire them, give them my videos, let them become good salespeople. I'm going to give you the script for those people so they can call on the phone. Those people will give away free trials for you. So you literally, if you do that, you don't have to do anything. Okay, step-by-step process, walk through the whole thing. Fulfill every deal for you. That's a $1,997 value. We close every deal for you as well. That's another $2,000 value. 6 months of mentoring with me, $3,000 value. Bi-weekly Q&A sessions. That is the wrong on the slide there. Just take note of that because I don't want people asking me questions. We're doing it every other week. Live Q&A sessions. We use Zoom for that, I think. We may use Webinar. I'm not sure yet. But we're going to get bi-weekly Q&A sessions, whether it's on Zoom or Webinar Jam, doesn't really matter. Bi-weekly Q&A sessions for life plus the Facebook group with me. That's a $1,000 value. And then we have the level 1 referral program. Remember, refer 2 people to us and the program is free for you, right? Because you get 50% commission on every deal that you send us. So you refer this program to other people that you know or you don't know or whatever, you're going to get 50% commission. You refer 2 people, your $497 payment is gone, and your $97 a month payment is gone forever, which is beautiful. For 2 people, and you're free for life. Total value, $11,973. This is the last slide, because I just know my slide decks really well, gentlemen and ladies. So I'm going to get to Q&A now. KennyCannonSuccess.com/discount. Head over there. $497 tonight. You get 60 days for free with us. We're going to close the deals for you. We're going to fulfill the deals for you. That's 10 accounts worth $970. We fill all of those accounts. They pay you $970 per month through. Okay.